Hey guys, I'm already running late. So fashionably late as always. Anyhow, how y'all doing today? It's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets, and we are gonna have to talk about it. So, as y'all know, you see the thumbnail. Let's start singing Celebrate Good Times. Come on. Don B got served with a motherfucking order of protection. Sit your ass the fuck down. Time to stop harassing Candace Wells. Why you are so weird and think you need to be doing that shit. Following her around, following her to the fucking store, following her to the gas station. Weird as fuck. Why would you even do that? We tried to fucking tell your ass to sit the fuck down, but see, you wanted to start making posts about Candace and Dawn did this and touched their children and they took adult toys and touched their children, you sick fuck. Why would you fucking even say that? And then you made a community post about it. And yes, I got the screenshot. And yes, I posted it because you tried to hurry up and delete it while you were drunk. See, this is the thing. YouTube is for entertainment. It's to come on here and talk shit and laugh and have fun. It's not for you to go real fucking life and act like a damn donkey's ass harassing people because you have a feeling they're guilty or you think something is suspicious. Yes, girl, he's been following her. He was talking about he was pulling up at the stop sign behind her and shit. Now, how the fuck are you pulling up at the gas station behind her? He was taking pictures of her friend's fucking house that she was staying with. How fucking weird would it be to have somebody sitting across from your friend's house taking pictures, putting it on the fucking internet? Not only that, but this friend has kids and grandkids and all kinds. What are you doing? It's ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. And I'm so glad your ass got served. Now sit the fuck down and stop harassing people and go in real life. That's what you need to take a lesson in this. When you got on Nana's panel or Nana Angel or whoever the fuck, whoever your friend is, and started talking about you was going to shoot people in the face and all this and that, that's where you fucked up. You can't make blatant threats like that to people when you're already stalking, harassing, and following Candace around like that. You've been doing this shit since Summer went missing. That shit's wild as hell to me. You've been accusing this family to the saying horrific things. Abusive as fuck. I believe you got what you deserved. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he is getting support because there's always a following. It seems to be there's you know nasty ass pieces of shit always have a following of people who defend their actions, and it's fucking gross. Yeah, yeah, you probably are because we don't like Don B or his bullshit over here. So no, you're definitely in the wrong place, Patty. Sorry about that. No, for real, I hope people take note because when you start, I mean, it's one thing to cover a case, right? It's one thing to talk about stuff. It's one thing to have an opinion and, speculate and stuff like that. It's another thing to harass families, to follow people around, to talk about people and nonstop all the way, fucking with them nonstop. That is like harassment. And yeah, he sat across the street with binoculars. And no, he's got an order of protection. Candace got an order of protection against him. I don't believe he's been charged with anything. Like I said, covering a case is okay. It's okay to talk about cases. It's okay to speculate and stuff like that. But you need to do it in a respectful manner because while you get on here and talk shit, it's somebody's real life that you're talking about. It's somebody's child that you're talking about. When a mother comes on here and says, you're taking shit too far, you're hurting me, you're harming me, and they're already dealing with enough and you keep going, there's something fucking wrong with you. And then you got other people out here like, you know what? Her mom's really ungrateful. Kylie's mom, she's just really ungrateful. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Because she told you web sleuths to leave the shit the fuck alone. Let Kylie rest in peace. And here y'all go. I ain't never seen so many people cover this fucking case after the mom came out and asked everybody to stop. And it's fucking gross too. Yeah, like a restraining order. It's kind of like the same thing. It's an order of protection. So, like, if he calls, he harasses, he gets anywhere in between, talks about her on the internet, makes videos. I mean, fuck, he's made hundreds and thousands of dollars off of trashing her and her family, talking about her sexually assaulting her children. You know what I'm saying? These boys are alive and well, and they are here, and they can get on the internet. They can hear this. That is awful. Yeah, he's crossed several fucking lines. It's one thing to get on and talk about a case. It's one thing to get on and say things and speculate and talk and things like that. It's another thing when you're following somebody around their town, their hometown, you're talking shit, you're going out with bullhorns, you're fucking recording them in church. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother level. Good. I'm not a part of his bullshit anyway, so I don't give a fuck. Oh, he's deleting it as we speak. I bet he is. I bet he is, because guess what? That's a fucking break in the order of protection, ain't it? Speaking her name, putting her name on the internet, putting her shit out here on YouTube. Yeah, he shouldn't have done that. See, fucking up already. Don, and I know you're listening. Stop going real fucking life, man. It's one thing to speculate and talk about a case. It's another thing to go to somebody's celebration of life and record the shit in the background and then fucking stream it on YouTube. Yes, it was done in a public place. Yes, it was. I understand that. But there's things, People have, where's your moral compass for real? And yeah, stalking is too much. Following her around, following her to the store, following her to the gas station, running into her here. And listen, this is how I know, because he's like, I ran into her and she's doing really well. She looks so much better. I can tell she's not drinking anymore. You don't know her life. You don't know what she's doing. You think you know, and you follow her the fuck around and stalk her. I won't be saying a word until the autopsy all come. Okay, autopsy and all comes out. If I feel like saying something, if it's an actual crime, leaving Kylie's case alone. Otherwise, let the family grieve. Yeah, I'm going to too. I'm not going to speak on it anymore after this either. I'm going to give her mom the respect that she asked for, and if people can't do that, then they got fucking issues. That's for sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, he was being creepy as hell, stalking her nonstop. Well, when he came on here and he was talking about his daughter's car smelling like marijuana because the boyfriend rode in it or whatever, and then he went off on her and told her she was going to pay her own insurance. She's going into college, and you freaked out on her, and then you came on YouTube and told the entire fucking YouTube about your daughter's boyfriend smoking weed in her car and how disappointed you were and how much you hated that her boyfriend did that, and she was horrible. She was just an awful person. God damn her, I can't believe she did this. Oh, it was terrible. You should have heard the way he talked about his own fucking child. He got drunk as fuck and went on his friend's channel and then threatened to shoot people in the fucking face. That's what he did. Then he went back over to his channel and posted on there that Dawn and Candace were touching their children in a sexual way with adult toys, making some of the most disgusting, disturbing allegations that he could have fucking made. This is the internet. The shit's here forever. Yeah, I got copies of it. Fucking right, I did. Matter of fact, it's on one of my lives. I played that shit. We're talking about Don B. He's got a channel. Go look up Don B. If you're subscribed to him, go unsubscribe. Shit, that's gross as fuck. And while we're on the subject of gross as fuck, I got some damn links sent to me of Josh from the lab. I don't know if you guys even know him because I don't really watch him, so I don't know much about him. But I know the links that I got were disgusting and disturbing as fuck. Talking about taking condoms into a kindergarten classroom so that they can find out about PENIS and girl parts and boy parts and all kinds of nasty ass shit. Hold on, baby. I'm going to throw the overlay up because I know you're on the camera or whatever, and I don't want to just blast you on here. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put this up for right now so we can. Do you want it on here? Do you want it? Do you want
it? Here.
Oh, okay, it's up to you. I just didn't know if you want. You can leave it on. It's completely up to you.
No, I'll do that because I just came in where it's hot and sweaty, and my makeup is probably running down my face.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine. I just didn't know if I didn't want to be rude and take it off of there if you didn't want to be on the camera.
So, am I live with you?
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, we're live. Yep.
Okay. So I think I'm new to following you, and I'm commenting, if it's okay, on the Don B thing. Can I give my thoughts? Do you mind?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, and my blood is like boiling because I just saw. I don't even follow Don B. I just happened to see like a channel I don't even subscribe to say something where they had posted. I'm like, what? So I saw that. So then I looked up him. Then I found Jonathan Lee Rich's live. So I watched a few minutes of that, which didn't have much information. So I started following Don B, and I always kind of was like, this is, a long time ago, started following him, and I was like, okay, I'm okay with this guy, but I kind of had this feeling in the back of my mind that I'm just, he acts like I think the first video I watched, he was saying that he was going down in the neighborhoods and driving through, and he'll have to bring more video tomorrow because he didn't want to stop and talk to any of those crazy people. And I'm sitting there thinking, you're a coward. Like, you're going to say you're going to make this video, we're going to go knocking on doors and talking to people in their neighborhood, but then you don't. So then I'm like watching for the next video, and I'm like, where's your video that you said you were going to film, where you said you filmed it, but you didn't? And so I was like, okay, first of all, my radar went up because I don't trust anybody. Like, I might prove it. So I was like, well, I'll watch him. I was sub to him. So I watched a couple videos, watched a couple more. And so I never really just like loved everything. But then I kind of started getting frustrated about all these promises. Like, well, I have some inside information, and I'm going to drop it tomorrow. And you're going to see what I'm talking about, and always promoting this stuff. And then one where he happened to say that Dawn and Candace Wells were found guilty of child abuse. That really, really bothered me because although I'm not a Wells supporter, I mean, I get, trust me, I followed it. I don't care for them.
Well, there's a lot of people who are not, and you know what? And that's okay. We have,
right.
we still have conversations. You know what I mean?
Right. And so
that's okay. So it's okay to not support them. You know what I'm saying? I get that. Right. And that's okay.
But I'll go further, and it's my explanation of that. So I'm just trying to say that it doesn't matter if someone is guilty of a crime or looks suspicious or whatever. You don't go on a YouTube channel and say something slanderous and libel and defamation and saying that they were found guilty of child abuse, because whether or not we want to find them guilty in the court of public opinion, that doesn't matter. He shouldn't. And I questioned him a question he would never answer me. And I said, why are you saying this? Where are you putting these charges? Because I happen to have some experience in the world, and without going into too much detail, that's not right to put something like they were found guilty. So I kept asking, where's your proof? Where's your proof? Why are you putting this on there? He never would reply. Okay, so first of all, that's when my hair stood up on the back of my head.
Yeah, he doesn't have any proof, but yeah.
This isn't right. This, no matter how guilty we think someone is, because I'm all for someone can look guilty as guilty, and they may be completely innocent. I can't do that. I can tell you that I don't like the things that I have seen Candace and Dawn do with my own eyes and ears. However, I cannot be their judge and jury because I just don't know. But I guess Dawn B subject is what I'm going for here, is that so it frustrates me when I saw him post that video of going by that person's house. And I said, no. Because, for whatever reason, Candace is there. If she's number one there to get her head straight, to get off drugs, or to get counseling, or get therapy, whatever she needs to do, I say go for it. Obviously she has been put through a lot in her life. It's obvious that she has, been through a lot, and I can still have compassion for her. I can still have compassion for evil people, whether she's evil or not. I don't like what I've seen or heard, but I still can have compassion for her. She's been through a lot in her life. And if she is somewhere where someone is willing to say, hey, come stay here, live with me, I'll take care of you. I want to get your head straight. I want to get you away from what you're living in, what you're going through. I praise the woman who's willing to do that and sacrifice. And so for Dawn B to go and film that woman and to put her family at risk when this woman is going out on a limb to help a person that the world hates, I praise that woman. And I praise Candace for making that first step to get the help that she needs. Because what if she is guilty? I mean, innocent, excuse me. What if she is innocent? Then look at it from the flip side. What if maybe she's involved, but she's not as guilty as we think? And what if she's the only one that will ever take us to what happened to Candace? Wouldn't you rather preserve that so that we at least can get some justice for that baby? I say play your cards well. And if someone is willing to help Candace go through therapy or counseling or rehab, whatever it is that she needs to get to a point to where she can state what happened or help us find Summer or get some closure, then why can't we rally around and support that? Instead, we're going to go film this woman and try to out her And then you're going to drive around and make videos and say, I saw Candace out today. Okay, these things all of a sudden start to make me feel creepy. And if Dawn B lived in my city and someone said I was guilty of something, I say rock on, Candace, get a restraining order. Because that's too many incidences for me. Whether or not Candace did something, she has already lived through hell. We know the violence that she's lived through and has put up with it and put up with it and put up with it. But for this woman to step up and say, I'm tired of Dawn B stalking me, and get a restraining order. I mean, it could be right. Am I making sense? I mean, it could be that Dawn B is finding something and he's getting close and she wants to shut him down and stop him. I mean, that's possible.
I think she just wants to stop being stalked and harassed because one of his main things was he felt like he needed to know where she was at and where she was at all times.
See, I quit following him back the day he.
And that's fucking weird. Mm-hmm. Who the fuck are you, and why do you feel like you're so entitled to know where she's at all times? If the police wanted her, they believe they're going to know where she's at.
Right. I mean, and they can always find her. I mean, it's not like she has the means to get really far. It's not like she's going to go live in Jamaica or, Hawaii.
Yeah, right? Matter of fact, so almost 6 months he's been stalking her ass. He's been driving by, taking pictures, calling her phone, making indirect and direct threats. I remember one time specifically where he said, Candace, you need to show up. Matter of fact, Chris McDonough's made direct threats to her as well. Well, if you don't answer the phone or you don't talk to me, we show up. So what the fuck does that mean? What do you think you're going to do when you show up? So what?
Yeah. Well, I mean, does that... Okay, so I try to be...
So what are they going to do? Beat her up? Are they going to... What are they going to do?
But, okay, if you think of a person who has lived with what we're assuming Candace has lived with all of her life, a person suppresses things and something so bad may have happened that it may have taken all of this time for Candace to get right, as I say. And I know I can't read the comments, so I don't want people saying I'm just allowing Candace to get away with anything. I'm not. I'm just merely saying
a thing called innocent until proven guilty. You can't just come out here and say somebody did something to their child when you don't fucking know.
Right. But also, that doesn't give you the right to go and stalk a woman. You know what I mean? And people are saying, oh, Don B's probably just putting up this for attention and blah, blah. And he very well could be. But it makes sense to me. And I got to tell you, I haven't watched his video since the day he said he saw her driving around town. I said, no more. I can't. I'm not following this guy. I don't want to hear anything he has to say because it doesn't benefit me. And I used to be a hater of Candace. I would say nasty things to her in chat, call her names. And one day I just flipped and I said, you know what? I need to have compassion for this person because even evil people deserve compassion. I don't want to be anyone's judge because that's not a fun place to be in when you've lived that life and someone judges you and you're completely innocent. And
well, not only judging her, but he's talking about her children, her boys that are still alive, saying that her and her husband sexually assaulted their children with adult toys. Do you understand me? That's exactly what he put out there. That is so fucking nasty. And I put it up. It's still on my community tab. It is still posted on my community tab right now.
I'll go back and look. I can't do it while I'm, on StreamYards here, but
no, but it's up there. And I know that the girls and the people they know. People seen that shit. They seen that.
But I mean, just for me, watching Don B for a short while of time, if I can come to the conclusion that good, because I stopped following him the day he said he saw her in traffic and he couldn't explain. He's like, well, I can't tell you where I was or why I was there or where she was. But, it's like, why are you being so, like, you're trying to allude to something to make it sound like it's more, you're trying to cover something up or hide something. But what are the chances that you're just in the same city with her and you just happen to pull up next to her, but she didn't realize it was you? And I'm just like, why do you got to speak like you have more information than you do, but you can't really say, because maybe he is stalking her and he knows a lot more. He knows if he says something, he'll get in trouble and he'll just prove that he is stalking her. Maybe. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that the goofball just needs to take a step back and leave her alone. Oh, I see it. Yeah. Is that what you have on screen? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I went to go grab a picture. I was
no.
This is the picture I have up on here says, Don B, I have been served with an order of protection from Miss Bly. I will no longer be covering the case or discussing it going forward. Much love to my supporters. That's exactly from Don B posted today. This is what he posted, and I'm don't even really want to show it, but I'm going to because he's disgusting as fuck. Okay, so let me move this comment here. Let me see here. Okay, see the bottom? I said, what the fuck, Don B? I called his ass right out for that. Look what he said. Don and Candace were sticking up their boys. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
That's just nasty. I mean, when he's taken it to that level, in my opinion, to put something out there, he's got like some vendetta.
So he's saying stuff like this on his community tab. He's going on videos making threats saying he's going to shoot people in the face. He's following her around. He's running into her at the gas station, quote unquote, the store, or wherever, you know what I'm saying, in traffic. Obviously, he's got to be following her because how the fuck you run into somebody that much?
Well, and then for people, I saw in just some of the brief comments, people saying, oh, she's doing this to stop him because he's getting
pictures of her, taking pictures of the house that she's staying at, taking pictures of the person who she's staying with, exposing her kids, her grandkids, and everybody else to the internet. For what? For what?
Yeah. I think YouTubers need to stop doing this kind of stuff. I mean, it's ridiculous that I mean, I think for me, it says a lot when a person like Candace, who, you know, and I do have knowledge of how people cope and handle on psychological aspects of domestic violence and things like that and abuse. And for me, it says a lot when a person who's been through what she's been through with Dawn, that we've seen on lives and heard, for her to go and file a restraining order, to me says a lot, because she's tough. I mean, she's put up with a lot from Dawn and allegedly her upbringing. So for her to get to a point where she goes to get a restraining order, I think that's good. And I would hope that the law enforcement in that area would help her and understand that. And I think at this point, maybe law enforcement is trying to protect Candace and help her, because maybe she is getting her head right and getting counseling, and maybe she is someday going to be able to explain what happened to Summer, or to lead us to Summer. I mean, don't you agree?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I got my own opinions on it. So
no, and I'm new to your channel, so I don't know your thoughts. So
okay, so I talked to Candy Hair, which is Candace's mom, and I was friends with her. And so I talked to her quite a bit, and I personally, I don't feel like they hurt their child.
You don't think they hurt Candace?
I don't think they hurt Summer. No, I don't. I think there's way too many freaks and way too many people around that area that snatched her because they know. I mean, they were going to the church. They were. I mean, I got my own thing. So but I don't think they hurt her. No, I don't.
I'm only commenting on the aspects of what I've seen in the lives from
Well,
from
I mean,
Dawn,
it's okay to feel different. It's if you feel like that, that's okay. You know, it's fine. I accept. You know, I talk to everybody. There's a lot of people like Tiffany. She's in the chat right now. She's done a lot of videos on Summer Wells and stuff, and that's we don't agree. We don't agree on a lot of stuff, but we're still fine. I mean, we're friends. I mean, I let her come up here. We talk. I mean, there's nothing wrong with disagreeing. You know what I'm saying? And having different opinions.
Part of me just feels like with the videos that Candace posted about her babies, and this is probably not popular opinion, but I feel like she did have a level of love for her kids. I think she did what she could with what she had.
I know she loved her kids. I really do.
And I say that almost with tears in my eyes, because I think she did the best that she could with what she had. You know what I mean? And
yes, I do.
I can't fault her for that. You know, I think a mom who puts her kids on videos and she wants to have them. She wants to show her kids off. She wants to have those memories. And I just can't fault her for that. And I think that she did love her kids. I think that there's some allegations
I think she loved her kids the best way she knew how.
She could. That's right. I grew up
and You know what I'm saying? There's, I mean, she's got things in her life and all that. I mean, that's a whole, we'll do that. We'll do another live some other time. I mean, I completely quit talking about the Summer Wells case because it got to be way too much with shit like Don B and doing what he's doing. And I don't think that's constructive at all. And like I said, the boys are getting older, and I mean, kids get on YouTube. All they got to do is type in their mom's name, their sister's name. They type in Summer Wells and look at all the shit that's going to come up. I mean, he's 14 years old. I know when I was 14, we didn't have the internet like this. Well, it wasn't like it is now. But if I was 14 and this was going on and I was in that position, bet your ass I would be going through or sneaking off to YouTube or sneaking off to the internet and trying to find out what was going on. Or we don't know, like we don't know. Kids are kids, and kids can be nosy. They want to know, they want to ask questions, they want to know what's going on. But imagine getting in here, typing in your sister's name, clicking on a video, and Don's like, I'll shoot your mom in the fucking head. She's been doing this, this, and this, a fucking motherfucker. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
Well, he takes it, he probably has some mommy issues or something down deep in, and he's just taken this to a level that's not mentally. And I'm glad for Candace's sake that it's hopefully going to be put to a stop. And I may get crap for it. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. I mean, it doesn't give anybody the right to go in and make her feel unsafe, and especially if she's in a place in her life where she's
and if anybody knows what went down in that house, it's those boys.
Yeah, and that none of them deserve it. I mean, it's not right what allegedly Don has done. It's not my job to execute him or put him on the stake. I'm glad that law enforcement has that job, and hopefully they'll get it right someday, and hopefully people get justice for what is done to them. I'm glad I don't have that job, because I couldn't sleep at night to make that decision to call someone guilty or not. And I've just had experiences in life, and I've learned that you can still have compassion and give dignity to people. And I just think that Don B is really wrong in what he's done. And I haven't even seen the 4 things that I saw were more than enough for me to say, I don't like this guy, and I cannot support anything that he does. I don't want to see anything he does. And so I unsubscribed. So it was so shocking to me. I was furious because I went to him in comments many times and called him out. I'm like, why are you saying this? Why are you doing this? This isn't right. And it was funny because all the people in the comments just kiss his butt, and they're like, oh, you're so sweet. You're such a good man. I'm thinking, what? How did they not see this? What he's doing is wrong.
Back in the day, there was parents with 9, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7 kids that, just because they grew up that way or they're country folk does not mean that they did something to their child. I feel like they're being judged on the way that they were raised and the way that they raised their kids, the way they lived. And I don't think they were ready for YouTube or the internet. I don't think they expected all the hate that they got.
Yeah. Well, we know Don Wells is not going to ever give a clear, straight story, in my opinion. And so I've ruled him out as ever getting any truth from him, whether he did anything to her or not. I don't know. I don't care. But as a woman, as a mother, I do have some level of compassion for Candace, and that whole environment was not healthy. And, I think sometimes people deserve a little bit of compassion, even though we don't want to give it. Put ourselves in that, we don't know what it's like to live in that place, and you do what you do to survive. And until you're in that situation, you just don't know. And if she's the only one that can lead us to Candace someday, then let's rehabilitate her and get her to that point to where she can, and look at all the people that are going to choke if someday they find out that Candace had nothing to do with it. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know.
You can't take all the words back, all the things that these people have said. You can't take that shit back. Once it's once it's out there, it's out there. You can't take it back. You can apologize.
I've said bad things about Candace in the chats, a while back.
Yeah, a lot of people have.
I just come to this realization that contrary to popular opinion, I cannot say ugly, nasty things about her. And I have implored her and left comments many times. And I've said it with genuineness and true compassion. If you need someone to talk to, You can reach out to me. I will sit with you hours and hours because I'm an empath and that's who I am. And a lot of people have ulterior motives and they're bad and you don't know who you can trust. Everybody wants to turn into a story and clicks and views and monetization. And thank goodness there's one person that took her in. And if she's growing and she's changing, wouldn't it be an amazing success story if Candace someday did get her kids back and we were able to grow and learn and change whatever happened to Summer? Wouldn't that be amazing? Nobody supported her at this time, which I don't know. I feel like I'm going down a never-ending rabbit hole that not everybody's going to understand. I'm just trying to say that as much anger as you want to have against a person, you can also have some compassion. Just go down deep in your heart and have some compassion because you just don't know. You know, somebody can accuse you of something and it can look so evil and so wrong and you can't say anything. And then it's all proven and it's like, oh my gosh, what was done to you was horrible and wrong. And that person's life is affected and will never change. And I don't want to be a part of making that person's life that way. I found that I would just want to have some compassion for her. And even if she's a criminal or convicted or whatever, I still have compassion in my heart because I do. I don't really have any compassion for Dawn. I can say that, and that's between me and God, but I just have some compassion towards her, and I hope that she hears this, and I hope that she keeps working to figure out what she needs to figure out and get the strength to tell what happened if something different happened. And I hope that other people, I can implore them to have compassion for her as well.
I mean, for a while I did support Candace, and then I got really upset because I felt like I couldn't support the drinking, the coming on here. But you know what? I don't know. As a mother, I don't know what she's going through with her baby missing. I don't know. I could be doing the same. What if that was me? You know what I'm saying? And I should not be judging her at all on what she's doing, but what I don't have to do is support it. And so I didn't want to judge, but I didn't support it either.
But you know what turned me around is, I think when I did find out, I think somebody did a video where she was saying, or somebody was crying and they were saying, you know, listen, leave her alone. And it's not fair what you're doing. And I think that video hit me. And I think that's where I did a 180. And I said, you know what, if one person in the world is willing to stand on her side, then maybe I should too. Like if one person out there who she's living with says, leave her alone, let her heal, let her change, let her make the changes she needs, then why can't I do that, you know? And I'm not saying that I'm a Candace supporter. I'm just saying that give her some time. Let her work out what she's going through. Maybe the police department's being patient with her and they're working with her to recover memories or to help her go through counseling so that she can talk about what happened. Maybe it was the worst thing she ever saw in her life and she just can't get it out. I don't know. But I don't know. What Dawn B, in my opinion, has done, I sure hope to heck other people will stop doing that. It's just not right.
No, it's not.
It's not our place. It's not his place. You can be vigilant, but don't do vigilantism. It's not his place to go out and get a gun and shoot it in her face and tell the truth. It's not his job. That's not how we do it. So he needs to work.
And that's the thing. Okay, so what if he does run into her at the store? What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Are you going to scream and yell at her? Are you going to harass her? Are you going to chase her car down like Molly did? You going to put a camera in her face and start screaming and stream it on YouTube so you can get clicks and views? What the fuck are you going to do to her? What are you going to do?
Yeah. I mean, that's vigilantism. I mean, you can't just hunt someone down and take charge of a matter because you think something. I mean, what authority does Don B have to do that? I mean, he's obviously gotten to a point where he's not safe if a judge has signed it. I mean,
absolutely right. And look, okay, Lacey said, I mean, look what Dolly did to her. Said she was going to unalive herself and then went live about it. And yeah, he did. He did do that. That's why I no longer support Dolly. He knew she wasn't staying on the hill, and he went live and said he got a message that she was unaliving herself. Didn't call her back, waited till he was live to text her back. Then when he texted her back, it was obviously the wrong number. I messaged her mother and asked her and messaged her as well, and they said no, it wasn't her.
Yeah, it was a hoax. I think they did
So
it to
it was a bunch of bullshit, and I was pissed.
Well, you can go back and look at my comments. And I said from the beginning, you need to call 911 if she truly is in danger and this is an outcry. I'm telling you, as a trained, mandated reporter, you need to do something if you got that call. And he just kept, what do I do? What do I do? And it's like, this is 15 minutes now. I mean, you know, this is triggering to people who already, you know, have thoughts of harming themselves. This is just not good. And I have quit watching a lot of the summer stuff. I watched just very few, but I think I came across your channel and maybe subscribed a week or two ago. Someone recommended you or something. I'm not sure what it was, but I saw that you were talking about Don B and your thoughts lined up with mine. I was like, you know what? I was so mad.
Yes.
I was so mad because I had just come across it 5 minutes earlier, and I was like, she's live, and I'm sure she's the type of person, because she's so mad right now, she'll let me come on her panel. I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions, because I just I don't know what the comments say in the chat, and if people don't like it, I'm sorry. I try to be respectful. I try to be kind. I try to tell people, hey, you know, how are you doing, honey and darling and sweetie pie? And I try to be kind in the chat. Yes, I can get opinionated and fire off sometimes, but I always try to come across respectful, and I'll go to whatever channel I want and comment where I want, and I'm not going to be loyal to one channel over another. I don't know any channel anything over another. And if you're a channel that says, if I see you in another person's chat and channel, then you might as well unsubscribe. Okay, then I don't want to be there, because I'm free will and I'm going to go where I want. And if I want to spread positivity and kindness and love, then I'm going to. And if you can't deal with that, then I don't need to be in your club. And
well, see, and that's the difference. That's okay. So I like that. But if you're going to go to a chat where they're talking mad shit and calling me all kinds of bullshit, and there's one person on YouTube that I do not fuck with, that I will never fuck with. And if I see people over there, I don't want nothing to do with that garbage.
And see, I don't know who it is, because there's a couple channels that I go to that I'll stay and listen for like a whole live.
I can tell right now, you do not go over there.
You're not the type of person that does.
Who is it? Because maybe I do.
I'll put it in the private chat, but I'm sure you sure you don't. Just by the way you're talking, I can tell you don't go associate yourself with trash like this. It's in the private chat though, you'll see. But you're very kind, and a lot of people said you were very kind and very supportive.
Even know. Yeah, I don't even know who that person is. I
figured you didn't.
Yeah, I don't even know that name. No, but I just want to implore people. You know, it's crazy. It reminds me of the scene in The Handmaid's Tale. Like, this is crazy, where, you know, I don't know if you've seen that or not, but they were going to stone the woman, and they were all supposed to pick up a rock and stone the woman. She didn't do anything. She didn't do anything wrong, and all it took was one person to stand up for her, and then the whole crowd stood up for her. I mean, the woman was completely innocent of whatever they were going to stone her to death for. They were going to prove the one girl wrong, and I don't know. Okay, so when do we get back to those whole 80s mentality, you know, stand up for the bully? All it takes is one person to stand up, you know, and then the rest of the people will stand up. Well, why? And I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not claiming Candace's innocence for her. I'm just not there. I'm just claiming we don't know what this poor woman has lived through in her life. Obviously, from my opinion, I can tell she's seen some stuff. She's seen some stuff. And I've heard her feel some stuff on a live, and it broke my heart, because no woman should ever deal with that. So if you look at everything she's trying to rebuild in her mind, no. And so I think what she needs is someone to say, hey, you know, let's sit down, let's work through this. And at some point, if you feel like you can trust me and tell what happened, then we'll get to that. If we never get to that, then okay. But the poor woman is a human being, and she deserves at least 1% compassion, because there's just that hope there that maybe someday she can read what happened to her. Maybe she can get her boys back, and maybe she will, maybe she won't. At this point, I don't think she should. But what kind of amazing story would that be if 30 years from now her boys are saying, man, my mom worked so hard, I'm so proud of her, and what happened to us wasn't right, but she didn't deserve her. She got back, and she got this, and she got that, and got us healthy food, and loved us. Then How?
Okay, your phone was, you were cutting out real bad. I was like, oh no, I don't want to lose you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she's gonna come right back. Yes, everybody. This caller is she's spot on, ain't she? Thunder Rolls Media. Don B was served with the order protection by Candace. Yeah, I was gonna say I can hear you. Oh, it's still real staticky. I put the overlay up because your camera's on, but it's still very staticky. I can hear you, but it's very staticky.
I can't see the chat, so I don't know if y'all can hear me. I've got to go pick up my kids.
We can't hear you. I think it's, did you jump back down? Are you, okay. No, you're still here. You're not muted, but we can't hear you. Where'd you go? Okay, I'll have you come back up. Maybe it'll help. Maybe if you click the link and come back in, it'll work better. No, Don B is not doing clickbaits. No, the fuck he ain't. This is real life shit. He definitely was served. No. Come back up, Aaron. You're fine. Come back up. I was gonna say the chat was enjoying your take on things. So if you can come back up, if you can't, it's okay. It was staticky. Oh, I thought I did pin the link. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Hold on. Okay, I replaced the link. And F your politics. Yes, I did get some sleep. I went to we were on here super late last night. Yeah, I did get some sleep. And I won't be on until later. If I get on, I might even know. I might just wait a day or so. Cause damn. I just don't know, you guys. I just don't know. And then I don't want to play this podcast or whatever. I got a clip of it, but I don't want to play it because it says some really gross stuff in it from Josh the Lab. But I'll post some links on the community tab for anybody that wants to go watch them. I think there's a channel called The Grab, GRAB, and it has some of it on there. There's also a podcast, but I don't watch Josh very much. So I don't really know much about him. So like I said, I'll put it in the community tab and you guys can go from there and watch it and judge for yourselves or whatever. Cause I don't really know too much about him. Hey girl, are you up here?
Yeah, I'm back. Listen, I'm going to mute it. I don't know why I was getting kicked out. I've got to get in the car to go get my kids. So I may just kind of mute my microphone and listen. And if I get to a point where I can kind of chat or visit, is that okay? Do you want me to stay?
Yes,
or do you want
that's
me to?
Fine. No,
okay.
You're fine. You're okay. You're okay.
I got to read just a few minutes of the chat and I hope, I mean, people are going to have their opinions and whatever. And my goal is not to infuriate anybody. I just trying to come from a woman perspective, a mother perspective, a perspective. I don't know. I'm just coming from a different angle where I see things differently. And I'm sure a lot of people can agree, but I don't know. I think compassion, you gather more honey or flies with honey than with vinegar. But I'm going to mute, but I'm going to stay right here. Is that okay?
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine. You do catch more flies with honey than vinegar. That's true. That is true. There's a lot of channels that should be served or that could be served, really. I mean, I think if the issue was pushed, I know Dolly and Savage went to court, but I think that got dropped, so I don't think it ever went anywhere. But I know that this, I mean, it's the going real life shit is too much. It really is. Melissa B, she said, does anybody have proof that this protection order? Don B posted about it on his community tab, which I had put up here. Let's see here. He made the post himself. And then when I reached out and talked to family, they said, yes, it was. That yes, she did get the order. And I said, good. I'm glad that she did. Good for her. Hey, girl. What's up?
Hey. Nothing. Waiting on the kid to get home.
Yep, I know it. It's that time. I'm doing the same. But anyhow, I was wondering what you were thinking about this, like this whole Don B situation with Candace. Are you like, did you see it coming or what? She's never done this before, so I don't think a lot of people seen it coming. Can you hear me? Are you up here? Did I lose you?
No, I muted myself.
Oh, okay. There we go. I'm like, wait,
hold on, I gotta mute.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I support Candace on this too. I believe it was a job. I'm glad she did it. I'm glad she went and got it done, and hopefully it'll let some other people know that she's tired of the bullshit. She hasn't been on here in how long? And he talks about her and her kids every single day. Every day. I drew the fucking line when he was talking about the boys and what they were doing to their kids, and it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. That was it for me. I was done. Yeah, because I mean, I'm telling you now, he made hundreds and thousands of dollars off of basically torturing her, following her around, posting her pictures, taking pictures of her, taking videos of her, taking pictures of the house that she was staying in, taking pictures of her friend, posting it on the internet, sitting across the street with binoculars, live streaming it. I mean, fuck. He'd make me want to go out there and punch him in the damn face. Shit. Oh, yeah. Okay. So if Tiffany Marie said this, everybody would come and ask her for receipts. Baby, look at the screen. It's posted by Don B. He posted it himself. Go look at his community tab. Melissa Hart said, so if Tiffany Marie said this, everybody would come after her for receipts. Tell me I'm wrong. And I said, Don B posted the shit himself. He posted it on his own channel, on his own community tab. I got it up here right now. Right. It's important to notice that he has almost 20,000 viewers on his channel. Or 20,000 subscribers, sorry.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, so I mean, he's got 20,000 subscribers, and he's out here talking to these subscribers and sending pictures off and taking pictures, sitting there with, like I said, binoculars, watching her. What are you gonna do? Like I said, what are you gonna do to her if you do find her? If you do run into her, so then what? Yes, Nikki O'Shea does. She said that actually interferes with Ellie trying to investigate when people like him do that. Something needs to be done about true crime channels. Yes, it does. Like Kylie's mom saying, "Hey, we got this. You know, let us stop harassing my daughter's friends. They're kids. They're kids." And I like Zav Girl, but I think what she was doing was bullshit. Period. Point blank. I'm just gonna put it. I'm just gonna put it that there. Putting kids' social media accounts out here who are already getting death threats, who are already having a hard time, who are already struggling with their friend or their girlfriend's death, or you know what I'm saying, something going on. You should not further with your 80,000 viewers put these kids' TikToks and Instagrams and Snapchats and all their information out online. You shouldn't do that. So I just think it's, you know, I'm glad she got the order of protection. I'm glad she got it. I think she had every right to go get it.
It's like the creepier he got, the more people cheered him on. The more intrusive he became and the more he pushed the line, the more people cheered him on. And it's gross. So gross. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
There's a fan there, dude.
Really?
he just straight stuck his hand straight in the ceiling fan.
Well, shit. You terrible mother. Oh my God.
I know. Somebody's going to call on me, I'm sure. He's over here. He'll probably be the one making the call. He does that about, I don't know, 3 times a week. I don't know how my ceiling fan's still ceiling fanning and not wobbling. Between him and my husband. Hello? Killer Looks, hello. I'm sorry for your loss. I hope you're doing okay. Melissa Hart, he lied about several things, like more than once. Janine, he did take down all his videos? That's not surprising. Not surprising. Have a good day, Thunder Rolls. Love you too. Oh, sorry, guys.
Spider Jet.
NorCal, you know I suck at this. Yeah, I haven't looked, Nene. I'll go look later.
Mom.
If you can. The kid's getting ready to walk to the gas station. He said, I love you. I said, I love you too. Then I realized that I didn't mute. But whatever.
You still love them.
He's being a good kid. Being a good kid and doing his chores. Because, you know, he wants that $5. Straight there, straight back. Shoo.
Right now.
Exactly, killer. It should not be. Clickbaiting and stalking. Neither one should be, you know, what any of us use for content ever. It's creepy. It's awful. It's just not good. It's abusive. Oh, Nikki, it does, doesn't it? He's almost 13, so I'm lucky I still get the random out of the blue I love yous. And the sneak up on me, give me a kiss. He's taller than I am now, so he can sneak up and get me from behind and kiss me. One day, he'll outgrow that for a little bit. And then they start doing it again in their mid-20s. Morris, why are you just skating on through Pekin? Yes, Nikki. Doxing. I'm so over that. I'm so sick of it. It's ridiculous. Childish. It's petty. Don't you give everybody all kinds of just rants for me? Well, throw in a hi when you're skating through, Morris. Seriously. I mean, shit, even the bird would work. Don't be creepy and silent. Clickbaiting on something unimportant, Captain, or something ridiculous, that's different than something serious. Like an Ernie. I don't even know that I can give a good Ernie update because he's just a damn mess. And people keep believing it. He's single again, you know, the new Hollywood girlfriend. she dumped him. His dog got repossessed. But he's got a big YouTube or no, a big TV show. Oh, hold on a minute.
Okay, can you hear me? My phone is being so weird. Pecan Pie said, I wonder who will be the, she said, I wonder who's going to be the next YouTuber to get a restraining order put on him. She said, I don't know, the way these cases are going and people wanting to go real fucking life and not knowing their boundaries, I can imagine there's probably going to be more to come.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened before now, honestly, with a lot of people. Pecan, yes, his dog got repoed.
Whose dog?
Ernie's.
What?
I don't know what happened, but him and the new girlfriend broke up and they took the dog. I just say it got repoed.
Oh, hell. I haven't heard about Ernie's shenanigans for a long time. Is he still up to his bullshit? I see crashing through the lights is back.
He's absolutely still up to his bullshit.
I said, oh, shit.
That video that it was gross. It just grossed me out, her video. And I think she got a boob job. I think Nicolina is right,
money?
and she got
Ocean Lovers or whoever that lady was.
no, JD is.
Oh, gee, yeah, yes, that was that girl's. Okay, because I wasn't involved. I don't really know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you see Lady R's comment? Don B's on a live right now and just said he knows people at CNN.
He said what? He's on a live and what?
he knows people at CNN. Okay, what's that got to do with anything? A couple weeks ago, you knew people at CNN.
Oh, he knows people at CNN. Oh, does he now? Oh, okay.
A couple weeks ago or a month ago or whatever, he knew people at GFS.
They're going to say, oh, you were threatening to shoot somebody in the face.
You were talking about minor children and sexual toys and making allegations against their parents. Oh, my God, let's defend you. Let me hurry up and do a story on Don B. Stupid fuck.
That's an Ernie move.
Really?
I know people at CNN, but Ernie's is Fox. He knows people at Fox.
Must be 3 sheets to the wind already.
He said they repossessed this tiger. No, that's his thing now. Is he's talking about getting a pet baby tiger.
No, Ernie is.
Yes.
Oh my God. He never look that. Oh my God.
Shenanigans never gets old.
It never gets old.
We got Don B with CNN and Ernie with Fox. Ernie's got 24,000 bot subs now. I don't give a shit. Nobody could ever convince me that they're real, ever. There's no way he's got.
Girl, you know damn well they ain't no real.
No
Stop.
way. Not when he is barely getting 200 in his chats anymore. And he used to have he can't get monetized. He'll never be able to get monetized. He's not that entertaining for 24,000 people.
Well, yeah, but Tiffany quit sending him money too. She's like, no.
Yeah. And they quit going up.
Son, you took Lisa and got a hotel with my money. I fucking did it.
No, she was okay with him doing that. It was.
I can't.
Annie, he's still talking about Candace. Man, he's stupid. Someone called Carol Baskins. We couldn't get lucky enough for somebody to call her and her feet.
Okay, look, go record that shit right fucking now. He's breaking that motherfucking order protection. Look, Candace,
my other phone's dead.
Candace, look, Candace, if you're listening, go record that motherfucker. Call police right now. You want to play, Don? I swear to God.
My other phone's dead. I can't record nothing.
I swear, man.
So fucking dumb. I wouldn't even be saying her name. Shit. You couldn't pay me
to say her fucking name without order protection smacked on my ass. Shit.
Well, at least if you'd think you'd be as smart as Jody Sue and fucking give her a nickname or something.
Yeah, look. Okay, so yeah, he's look, she said he's over there. Here, I'm gonna put this on here. So he's over in another chat right now doing talking about it. How you gonna get served and then go on another channel and talk about it like it can't be recorded and fucking really?
What?
Yep. Yeah, but that's all. Lady Art, that's a channel that
yeah, that's the same lady who let him come on there and talk about shooting somebody in the face. Matter of fact, I got that shit clipped. We're about to play it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a nutcase. His ass is probably fucking drunk already over there making threatening fucking lives and everything else, thinking because he ain't on this channel doing it, he can't get in trouble. I don't give a fuck. I hope she's listening. I hope it gets recorded. I hope she calls police. His ass goes to fucking jail for it. Keep fucking playing. People always want to fucking, you give them an inch, they take a fucking mile, goddammit.
Yeah.
New Zealand mysteries you don't want to know. That's for sure.
Yeah. He's a gross creator. Gross.
Hey, Melissa, you can call. I think you can check the courthouse if you want to know, if you want to get proof and shit. You can check the courthouse.
Nini, can you hear us? Did we make you deaf? I hope not. Okay, good. That's probably me. I'm fat and I've been doing dishes. Sorry for the heavy breathing.
Shit, I'm the one that look. I don't. I'm the one that said, "We're clipping that. We're playing that," because she tried to hurry up and delete that live. I said, "Oh, hell to the no, babe. Hell to the no. No. Hell to the no." Damn, you guys, we got fall weather. It's getting chilly here. It's like 46. It's cold as hell. It's getting chilly.
It's 46 there? I'm not ready for that.
No, it's 61 here. No, it's 61 here, but it feels like it's like 45 because the wind's blowing real hard. I think it's just from all the storms and shit.
The 80 degrees we have right now.
But I'm ready for it. Bring on fall. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Perfect. It was 79, I think, when I looked last. And sunny. It's beautiful. It's so perfect out. Like, I even was able to let the dogs hang out on the porch for a little bit and not heat stroke.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Well, I mean, shit, it was really, really high here, and then it got real nice. So
yeah, New Zealand mysteries, they're just finishing up winter as we're getting ready to go into winter. I have a good friend that lives in New Zealand, and I love comparing the differences of our weather. She's like laying out suntanning, and we're freezing and got snow up to our knees.
I muted, so I wasn't all loud because I was trying to pump gas.
I can't learn time differences of anything ever anywhere. Morris, I love fall and spring are my favorite. I don't want cold and I don't want hot. I want it perfect. We don't get near enough of it either.
Ania, you probably got put in timeout because you mentioned somebody else in here for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, just don't mention other creators.
I'll have to answer you in just a minute, but give me a minute and I will answer you. I'll go look.
I think I don't know that she was supposed to be in timeout as much as just her comment deleted because she mentioned a different creator, the one that Dawn was on.
Yeah, that's probably why. It must have been somebody, or fuck, it could have been me. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. Hold on a second. I'm still pumping this gas. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I think I seen that earlier. Yeah, I don't think you were supposed to be timed out, Annie. I think they were just trying to delete the comment because you had that other creator's name in there. Of course she did, Nene.
Hey, Lip Lock, what you up to, girl? I'll be watching your videos too, and I crack the fuck up. I cannot help it. I love your videos. Yeah, I can't believe. Look, I cannot believe that she went and got the order, but I'm so glad she finally did to shut his ass the fuck down. But I'll tell you right now, somebody else will say, "Look, Candace feels like to me she's non-confrontational. Yeah, you fuck with somebody like me, I am confrontational. You know what I mean? Like there's certain people that are, and certain people that are not. But I'm glad she went and got it because damn, I mean, it makes you wonder, like, what if he was drunk as hell and jumped in his car and he seen her at the gas station and just went off on her and fucking beat her up or something? You know what I mean? You don't know what the fuck he's capable of. Shit, we don't know him.
Yeah, some of the things he said makes it questionable, you know?
Well, yeah, when he came out talking about shooting people in the face, and then he's like, he said something about shooting somebody in the chat in the face. Then he's like, and Benny Keys, I'll shoot you in your fucking face too. Benny Keys wasn't even in the goddamn chat. He wasn't even nowhere around. So I don't know why the fuck he even just brought his name out there and just started talking about shooting him in the face. What the fuck? What's wrong with your ass, Don B? Nana's like, Don Bay. And she didn't say, hey, that's fucking wrong. Don't say that shit. Stop it right now. He's like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not fucking okay at all. Jack, you better take that shit down. Somebody told her to take it down. She did try to take it down, but I got that goddamn clip. And I'm glad Candace got it too. Fucking acting
Denise,
a damn
you're
fool
right.
like
Drinking
that.
is no excuse to hurt people.
Exactly. No, it ain't. And he gets angry and mean as fuck when he's drunk. I don't know how many fucking lives I got recorded of his that are where he's drunk as fuck and then he takes it down.
Yep. New England Mysteries. Queen did too. I think she said earlier that she wasn't going to anymore out of respect for her mom.
Yeah, there's nothing else to cover in the Kylie case at all. There's nothing else to say about it. There's really nothing else to cover about it. There ain't shit to talk about. When her mom comes out and makes a statement and asks for people to stop talking about it and leave it alone, let the family handle it, they got it, then you have an obligation to stop talking about their child. That's her baby. It ain't my baby. It ain't your baby. It ain't nobody else's baby. That's her child. Like I said, it's okay to talk about stuff. It's okay to have conversations and discussions and stuff like that. But when you're taking shit too far and following her around and accidentally running into her and posting it on YouTube and, making direct, indirect threats, that's a fucking problem. That is a major problem. You cannot do that shit.
Queen, can you play that?
Especially these days. You know what I mean? Especially these days. And see, that's the one thing. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I've said it from the time I started on here. You don't know who you're fucking with behind these screens. You might look somebody up and think you know their information, their background, their criminal history, but you don't know who you're fucking with because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what the fuck they've been through, and you don't know what they're capable of. Now look at Doug from Northport. He got into it with that guy and fucked around and got his ass stomped all to hell and ended up in the hospital. That's the thing. You don't know who you're fucking with. You don't. And you don't know what they're capable of. You might see what their shit is on paper, but you don't know somebody till you're around them.
Peach Punch, I don't know if that's true or not, but he did say it.
Protector. Well, shit, it's protecting her enough from Don said he stops fucking stalking her and talking about her on the goddamn internet.
Well,
and encouraging his followers to stalk her, and you know what I'm saying? When you got a platform with 20,000 people, just like with Ryan Upchurch, when he's got this platform of 3 million fucking subscribers, you don't know who your subscribers are, and you don't know who's listening to your ass and gonna go do something just because they heard you saying and talking about it. There's people out here who struggle with mental illness and they fucking do shit. You know, they idolize people or they listen to what they say and then they go do it. For instance, we were talking about making t-shirts, just having a good time. Some crazy fuck goes and puts somebody on a goddamn t-shirt, and you guys know who I'm talking about, 2 of us, and psycho as fuck. Like I said, you don't know somebody, and you don't know what they're capable of. What if Don B fucked around and said you killed Summer and he was drunk and went and shot Candace? What the fuck then? Then what?
Yeah, and the crazy guy in the t-shirts, all because your opinion differed than his, because you didn't agree with him and wouldn't back down to his opinion. That's what that all boiled down to.
That son of a bitch can't keep my name out of his cocksucker.
Nope. You know, he doxes you every chance he gets.
Every day.
All because you didn't agree. That's not okay. That kind of mentality is not okay. And it's gross to support it.
Like I said, shit, there's people you don't know what somebody's capable of. I know somebody who walked right up to fucking Walmart and shot somebody at point blank range 5 times in the fucking chest. You hear me? You don't know what someone is fucking capable of. You don't know what they're dealing with. So it's best to leave people the fuck alone. When you're crossing boundaries you shouldn't be crossing, it's best to leave people the fuck alone because you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Yes. And that's exactly right, Nikki. But people forget that. They don't think about that. None of us are law enforcement. You know, there's a couple channels that are, but they're retired. And people idolize that shit. You know, look at the retired law enforcement officer that has just made an absolute fucking mockery of Summer's case.
You got fucking cops who have been fired for doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing, getting in trouble, and then coming out here on the internet and pushing narratives and shit. Out here making thousands and thousands of dollars off of trying to get somebody fucking killed on your YouTube channel.
Yeah. Kitty cat, yeah, it'll have to go to court.
Yeah, it's going to have to go to court because you get first of all, you fill out the order of protection and it's for 2 weeks. Then you go to court after those 2 weeks and you can get a 2-year order, a 5-year order, or a lifetime order. So hopefully she gets a fucking lifetime order and he doesn't ever speak her fucking name again or say anything about her kids or anything like that.
It's going to say a lot to the judge when he was served the order today and went live this afternoon about it. Morris, that's exactly right. Some of these creators don't understand the power they have over their subs. Exactly, Nikki. Feeling like this is an option. This is something she has to do. Can you imagine what she's been going through? Like, I've trolled a lot of people on the internet over the years, and I've been a pretty big asshole to a lot of people. But I don't think I've ever pushed somebody to the point of having to. Well, I know I've never pushed somebody to the point of having to get a protection order against me to shut my mouth. It's crazy.
Sorry about that, you guys. My little one ordered slime from this company, and let me tell you what it is. It's called let me tell you what it is. It's on that fucking, let's see here. It's called Peachy Babies Slime Shop. Peachy Babies. So anyhow, she ordered this order of this slime shit for like $40. She didn't get her order. It's like 2 weeks went by and she didn't get it. So I messaged them back and emailed her or whatever. And I was like, hey, here's our order number. We didn't get our package. I just wanted to let you guys know it hasn't came yet. I'll keep you updated. If it does come, I'll wait another week. She got her stuff 2 days ago and they sent another package. I messaged them back and said, hey, we got our package and everything. And she said, well, we already sent another one out. Just go ahead and keep it. I thought that was really sweet. So I'm gonna write them a thing because that was really nice of them. And that's really nice for a company to do that. You know, I think word of mouth is the best sales too. So if you guys got kids, Peachy Babies has really awesome slime and it smells really good. I fucking hate slime. If you know me and you know this channel, you know I fucking hate slime. Slime is the worst. But I had to let her get this one. I just had to let her get this one. So there's that little story for the day. And Peachy Babies does have some good stuff, even though I don't like slime. I fucking hate it, but yeah, it's like this goopy, nasty shit that they get it everywhere. It gets on your hands. It sticks to everything. It's awful, but they love it. They love it, and I fucking hate it. Kind of like kids with nail polish or shit like that. They're too young to use it, but they want to have it. Like I'll never hand a kid slime. Like I'll never hand a kid a fucking marker. Nope. Yeah, real slime is it's like Play-Doh, okay? New Zealand mysteries. I don't know if you want to like Google YouTube or YouTube it on there, slime or whatever, so you can kind of see it. But there's different textures. Some of them are like a cloud. Some of them are like real soft. Some of them are really gloopy and like wet feeling. It's I don't know. There's all different kinds. Yeah, and it is. They use glue and all kinds of shit. It's a fucking disaster. I'll tell you what. Why do kids love to do the messiest shit? They fucking love it, and I fucking hate it. Good God, do I hate slime, you guys. Right, not in the house. No slime in the house. Oh, poor Don B. Is he over there crying? I don't know. That's what he gets. That's what he gets. It's called that fuck around and find out. Cause see, like I said, Candace never pulled. She never did no shit like this, but he never pushed this far either. You know what I mean? Till he
I've been
started
talking to myself.
going.
Running my mouth, talking to myself.
Oh yeah, you guys say you're muted.
I've had several conversations with different people.
And I told my other little one, I said, you got to hide this because my niece is coming over and she's got 2 little ones. Matter of fact, one's like 1 and the other one's 3.
Ooh.
I'm like, you're hiding all that fucking slime. You better hide it all. Don't you leave a goddamn container of that anywhere where it could be seen.
Queen Mountain Cat in chat is asking why Josh is awful.
Oh God. Okay, here. Should I play that clip or you think I'll get in trouble
for
it? You don't think I'll get in
you
trouble for it?
No.
Fucking nasty. Here.
Trigger warning, everybody. Just like heads up. Trigger warning.
Yeah, let's put a couple trigger warnings out there before I play it because it's gross. Let me play it while I'm the only one in the car. Okay. Here's our trigger warning. Okay, this was sent to me, and this is our trigger warning. I'm gonna go ahead and play it real fast. It is fucking nasty, you guys. It is nasty, nasty. So this is Josh from the lab, and he was talking about going to a kindergarten class and taking, Jimmy wrapper to wrap your area up.
Condoms.
Go to your local kindergarten and talk about how this condom could possibly save your vagina or cock from a major infection such as HIV.
To a kindergarten class. There you go. There you go.
It goes on from there and just gross.
There's a lot more than that, but that's just like a 10-second clip. I'm not playing all of it. You guys can, like I said, there's a YouTube or whatever that they I guess they're going live tonight. Fuck, I don't even listen to Josh, but the shit I heard today was gross as hell. It was disgusting. Disgusting. And he apologized. Matter of fact, Deets in the Streets is a YouTube channel. They do it's like a clip channel or like a reaction channel. So I know that they actually have Josh's. He said he was trying to be a shock jock, with my little fingers in quotes. But there's a lot. It's called The Grab because his channel is called The Lab. So I know there's a YouTube channel called The Grab, GRAB, and they're like exposing all this. And I guess he had a podcast where they said some really, 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 really bad shit.
I was really shocked because when I heard that. I used to like Josh, but he just got he got too Chris McDonough for me. The crab. Jeanette, our Nana, she's around every once in a while. She pops in and out. Share away, Aaron. my thing with that pecan is he says if he could take it back now he would, but being a shock jock is one thing, but I mean the fact that he was okay saying it to begin with, mm, that for me, he's he says he'd take it back now because he's being called out about it. B&B, there's the what he did to the innocent man in the Gabby Petito case, and then didn't even apologize for it. Really, I mean, he acted like he was a victim when he absolutely did not and was not. And then the way he has capitalized on Summer's case and set a narrative that people have ran with, like he has convicted these parents, even though it's coming out that there could be a whole lot of different stuff happen. And he's been caught in several lies. Once you're caught in a lie, I'm kind of over it with you. Jeanette, Don B is just another creator. Same here, New Zealand. Oh, I messed that up. Same here. Only it was really on Facebook and not so much on YouTube. Yeah, but
the link is pinned. If anybody wants to click and come up, you're welcome to come up and talk with either one of us.
yeah, there's got to be more entertaining people than me.
Well, Pecan said Don uses vulgar language. Well, shit, I use vulgar language too. I can't. I can't
Yeah,
judge
but you
him on
don't.
that.
You don't use the same kind of vulgar language. Like the only time he gets really vulgar is when he's wishing horrible acts on somebody or accusing somebody of doing horrible acts to children. Your potty mouth is very different. Don't be shy. There's no room for shy in this chat. I cuss like a sailor, but I don't say that kind of stuff. She means vulgar while being inebriated. You can cuss all you want as long as you're sober. There's somebody walking up the street, and my dogs are having a fit over it. So I'm sorry. They keep muting. We have an intruder on our block. They don't live on our block, so my dogs are having a fit. So silly. Maggie. My both my dogs are Great Danes, so they're pretty good size, and my male's very intimidating. And it's really funny to watch people jump halfway out of their skin when they walk by my house, and my dogs are screaming at him through the window. It always makes me laugh. Here, I got a funny one for you. My dogs go everywhere with me. I don't leave my house without them. And I had to take my neighbor to work one morning, and we had to stop by the gas station, and me and the dogs are sitting in the truck, and they usually don't bark much, when we're at the gas station, unless somebody gets too close to the truck, and then Yukon lets them know that, hey, they need to back away. This poor girl was playing on her phone, walking across the parking lot, and was too close to the truck. And Yukon started barking, and his bark is he's ferocious sounding. She jumped, I'm not kidding, probably 4 foot across the parking lot and damn near on top of this car that's next to us. I'm pretty sure she probably soiled herself, screamed like somebody had cut off her arm, and turned as white could be. I felt so bad in the moment that it's hilarious to think about now. She shouldn't have been paying attention to her phone, and she should have been paying attention to her surroundings. It was so funny. She nearly took the mirror off of the car beside us. And, she was pretty close to my truck. And so when she jumped like it was a parking space, in between us. Damn near took the mirror off this car. I'm pretty sure he made her cry. I felt bad about that. But I hope she doesn't.
Hold on, there's somebody in the back wanting to come up, and I don't know who it is, so hold on a minute.
I hope now she pays more attention to her surroundings and less to her phone, because she's, I don't know, maybe college age. She's a young girl. She shouldn't have been, having her face stuck in her phone in some of these sketchy ass gas stations around here.
Are you up here? I didn't know it was you, New Zealand. I'm sorry.
That's all right. My name's TJ.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys too. I've been watching for a few days, actually. I'm glad to find some like-minded people.
Well, we're glad to have you.
Thank you. What I was saying, I've just come back from maybe a year off YouTube, and the reason was the Summer Wells case. I got bullied severely by other creators on my live streams and other places because I didn't accuse the parents of killing their kid without any evidence. And I couldn't understand why people did. And I got really disenfranchised with the true crime, what they say is true crime, on YouTube. It was just all money and clicks and views, and it was awful. So I had to leave for a while for my mental health. And that's bad. That shouldn't happen. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Or am I talking to myself?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, great. Sweet. So are you guys fans of Chris McDonough, or are you like me? The stuff he gets up to is suspect.
He has caused, in my opinion, so much bullshit in this case.
Yes.
I
haven't watched in this case, though.
Do what?
I haven't watched Chris McDonough since like the Summer Wells case. Or the Gabby Petito case, actually, to be honest.
The shit that happened.
I feel like he caused a lot of hate in the Summer Wells case towards Candace and Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's got a lot of minions. He's got a lot of people that are really passionate about him and will speak up for him in any live stream and say how amazing he is. He is a bully, I think.
Absolutely.
And there's lots of those on YouTube, sadly.
And when you close your channel off to any kind of other views, then you're not in it. You're not in it for the case. You're in it to push your narrative.
Yes.
And you can't, unless you're kissing his ass and 100% agreeing with him, you can't say anything in his chat. Nothing.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, I keep my chat very, very respectful on my live streams, and there's lots of behavior that I do not allow, which is victim bashing, things like that. It's not okay. But some of it's just all fair game for a lot of creators. I don't mind other opinions, but they need to be respectful and done in a kind and respectful manner. And then I get shit for the strict rules that I have in my chat because I don't allow that. And that's not okay.
No, it's not.
But it happens every day on YouTube.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel embarrassed to admit that I'm part of the true crime community on YouTube. And every day I find channels that I have to unsub from. Mainly in this case, because they keep following the Kylie Rodney case and trying to dig and find like that one piece of evidence that somebody's missed. And the mum has clearly asked people to stop. How disrespectful to keep going. That's what I think.
Yep.
So yeah, I just really like your channel because I love it, Queen Bee, how you have the balls to call out people and creators. I'm only a tiny channel, so I guess I'm just starting, and I try and stand my ground, but it can be very hard when you're not moving with the masses. I call them sheep because they just follow blindly, and if you're not following them, then you're not right, and that's not right. Well, that's my opinion anyway.
A lot of people are agreeing with you.
That's good. At least someone does.
Right?
Yeah, right? Just one or two people agreeing with me, I'll be happy. Thank you for letting me come up. I got my coffee. I'm a bit shy, but you guys are lovely.
I'm glad you came up. I didn't get a chance to chat with you too much because I was getting my kiddos home. But now that I'm home and I can chat with you for a little bit, are you getting down for right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to stay up here. I thought you said you had
I can stay up a bit longer if you like.
Yes, I was going to ask you. I thought you said, okay, so you had a YouTube channel and then you left?
I did for a year, and I've just sort of come back. And it was because of the bullying, mostly that I got from the Summer Wells case.
So were you under this name? Was this your channel name, or was it different?
No, it was the same name.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that were really shitty in the Summer Wells case.
Oh, a lot. And, you know, it happened in the Gabby Petito case. It happened in the Summer Wells case, and now the Kylie Rodney case. People just grab one case, and you'll notice it's all beautiful, blonde young ladies, you know, and they'll grab one case and they'll just beat the shit out of it. And until there's nothing left to discuss, unless
there was somebody in chat a little bit ago posting about a little boy out of Washington that's been missing since August 10th.
Really? Oh,
wow. If you're still in chat,
come back up.
If you're still in chat, please repost about that.
I mean,
Aaron's trying to come up, Queen.
there's thousands and thousands of cases, cold cases out there that need to be covered and need to be heard. Why aren't they covering those cases? Let's hear them.
Instant feedback that you get out of that gauge is just super motivating. What'd you say was in chat? I didn't hear you.
There was somebody posted a little bit ago in chat that about a little boy missing, I think out of Washington. He's been missing since August 10th.
And we haven't heard nothing about it.
No, and I'm not seeing the comment anymore. If that person's still in chat, will you please repost about that?
Denise, I'm so sorry for what you went through. No one should have to go through that. On my channel, we decided to do like spin the wheel, like a spin the wheel of fortune kind of thing, but it's got names of all the 50 states and other countries, and every time we have a live stream, we spin the wheel to find out what state or country we're going to talk about next live stream, so that we get to cover cases all over the US and all around the world. We don't want to stay on one case and get the shit out of it, you know?
That's a really creative idea.
Yeah, hopefully it works, because we're just starting it. But there's so many cases. There's hundreds and thousands of cases around the world that need attention. And with the thousands and thousands of people that are in true crime, I put that in quotes, you know, if every creator just did a couple of cold cases each time, we would get more coverage for these cold cases for victims and their families. And that's what I'm in it for.
Yep,
I don't
absolutely.
anybody else.
Okay, we have somebody else coming up. Sky, how are you?
Hey, Sky.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Hi. I was the one who left the comment about the little boy missing in Yakima. So I just wanted to come up real quick. I don't have a lot of details, but his name is Lucian. He's 4 years old. He's on the autism spectrum, and he's nonverbal. And he's been missing since the evening of September 10th, around 7 to 7:30 p.m., I believe.
Oh, my goodness.
Pecan just posted something about it in chat. She put a link.
Okay, good. Thank you, guys. I just wanted to get the info out because that's my state. That's where I don't live in Yakima, but I live in the same state, so it really hits home.
Oh, okay. So where do you know where he was? Like, where did he go missing from home, or was it like a park or a babysitter's? Where did he go missing from?
So they keep saying he was last seen near a park. So I don't know if that means a witness saw him or if it means that the park is just near his home. But I guess his dad it kind of reminds me of the monkey's story in that the dad was changing a diaper of another child. And then when he went to check, Lucian was gone.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. I'm doing a live stream later today. I will cover that case. I'll look into it.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I have to go because my son's eating at the table and he's not feeling well. But thank you for letting me come up and talk about that real quick.
Thank you for telling us about it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
I guess that just proves my point, right? There's so many other cases that deserve attention. And people today are still went on and people are still covering Kylie. What the hell? I mean, I'd like to say what the F, but I'm going to be nice and say what the hell.
Well, yeah, but I'm telling you, it's the money factor. It really is. And Ryan jumped on this case and trolled the fuck out of it. I don't care what anybody says. He's trolled the fuck out of this case because there ain't no fucking way he's that damn dumb. He is not a fucking millionaire, and that's that damn stupid.
He's making more of a mockery of true crime than ever.
Oh, hell yeah, yeah.
Now I'm even more embarrassed. And I just can't believe some of the channels that are giving him airtime. Some channels that I never thought actually would are giving this guy airtime and a platform to spill his bullshit. And each channel has their own rules and they do it how they want to do it. But he would never be allowed on my channel. And I don't get much money and I don't have much followers, but that's okay to me. I'm not in it for money.
Yeah, I started as a tiny channel and I loved it. I loved it when it was real little. I mean, I love all my subscribers anyways, but I loved it because it was like we were, there was a lot less BS. You know what I mean?
And you were able to talk to the people in chat much more. That's what I find. It's really personable because I can chat with my chat, and I really like that too. So I like being little. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the families that I can hopefully help. And I think that's lost on a lot of creators today.
Yes, it is. Is it okay with you if I drop your link in the chat? Before I do it, I want to make sure it's okay with you that I share it.
I would really love that. Thank you very much.
No problem. I just, like I said, I wanted to make sure before I just started dropping it in the chat.
Yeah, and I'm going to plug your channel later today too when I do my live stream. You may be a bit full on with the swearing, a little bit more full on than me, but you tell the truth, and I like that. I like that a lot. Call out the bullshit when I don't have the guts to do it.
I'm a little, I was gonna say, I'm a little rough around the edges sometimes, but it's okay.
You're perfect, ma'am.
Yeah, I like it. And I think I'm seeing some people saying about CM, if you don't agree with him in the chat, then you're sort of kicked out or too scared to kick him off because he turns on them. Bloody idiots, their greed got the better of him. Is that from Nikki? Is she talking about CM? Oh, Ryan, you're talking about Ryan. Yeah, he makes me mad. And you know why people are letting him on their channels? Because they want the money and they want the views. And that's why they have Ryan on their channels. No other reason. It can't be for his cool intellect and his great views on true crime cases. It can't be for that. So it's got to be for money and views, right?
Well, yeah, and I found it pretty damn convenient that he dropped 2 fucking songs after he trolled the hell out of this family in this case.
Right? Because he's got the views now, and it's only going to make him bigger.
Yep.
Yeah, not a fan, as you can tell. For sure. Thank you if someone or anyone is liking my channel. A couple of people have. That's really nice. Thank you very much.
Yes, I just put it in there. It says New Zealand Mysteries. And then I said, can be found here. And I put it in the chat. So anybody that wants to subscribe, go over and subscribe to her channel and hit the bell so you guys can get notifications. She said she'll be live later tonight about the Luciano case, which is pretty interesting. So I'll probably come over and watch. What time?
Awesome. Well, I don't know. It's 1 p.m. my time, so you might have to actually look what time that is for you.
Well, it's 4 p.m. in my time.
Right.
So I'm about 3 hours ahead of you, right?
I think you're 18 hours behind, to be honest.
Oh, you said 1 a.m.
1 p.m. here.
Oh, 1 p.m. Okay, so it's 4 p.m. here. So.
Right. I think Monica said can't be for his great personality, meaning Ryan, and I totally agree. I think that's funny.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but he was over here. He was up on panel for about 5 hours, and he threw a couple temper tantrums up here.
Oh,
he wasn't happy.
I didn't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that one.
Yes, it was an 11-hour live stream, so it was super fucking long. Longest one I've probably done in a very long time. And if you fast forward through it, matter of fact, it's time stamped when he comes on the panel, and it's time stamped when he leaves, because obviously people are going to go and watch it for that. So I time stamped it for the people who specifically just came to watch him. So it's on there. If you want to watch the timestamp of how he reacted, you're welcome to go check it out.
Oh, I will. Yeah. Not a fan of his music either, I must say. I only learned who he was a few weeks ago when I came back to YouTube, so I had to go Google him and check him out. Not a fan of his music. He comes off narcissistic to me in chat, and he comes off that way in music too. I don't like him.
I don't like him either. I think he's
I'm just going to say it.
He's abusive, in my opinion. I would have to say, as a Texas country girl, he came near me, I'd pop him in the face because I wouldn't put up with 10 seconds of him.
New Zealand, what time is it there for you?
So it is 8:59 a.m. on Tuesday morning here.
Okay, and so 1 p.m. your time would be
So 3 hours from now.
7 p.m. our time?
Sounds about right, I think.
Well, 7 p.m. my time.
I hate time zones. Trying to find a time that suits my New Zealand subscribers and my subscribers from like the US and other countries is really, really hard, to be honest. Hate it. Jesse said he had a big temper tantrum calling people fat, stupid. He is damn ignorant. Oh, really? Oh my God.
Yeah, that was his big go-to. Is we were heifers if we didn't agree with him.
Oh
if we were fat, if we didn't show our face, whatever.
So I found him a couple of years ago.
Is he going to listen to us on panel and then go up and say shit about our channels? You know, I think he's allowed to because I called shit on him. So I guess I should just get ready for the onslaught, maybe. Raven's broken wing said he's a child that didn't get his way. Yeah, he comes off that way. He's not doing any favors in true crime right now, that's for sure.
I saw him before. I guess I found him when the Summer Wells stuff came up, but then I went back and looked at his channel to kind of get an idea of him, and I found some where he was threatening or saying some guy was living in his barn and leaving notes, and he had 2 or 3 videos on it, and I just finally was like, this guy, I think, you know, at first I was interested. I was like, this is, wow, how crazy, this stalker is living in your barn. And then by the 3rd video, I was like, this guy's not right. I mean, I think he's imagining things. So when he came up in the Summer Wells, I didn't want to hear anything. And then with this Kylie thing, I think it's the same thing.
Of course, I didn't see him on the Summer Wells case because I left after all the bullying and all the shit that went on. So when I came back recently and Kylie Rodney's case was happening, that's the first time I heard of him. And I was going, who the hell are you? Who are you talking about? To all these people to finally find out who he was. Yeah. Looked, didn't like. Denise says he's always talking about money. Well, it's something I don't care about. Exactly. Money is not the most important thing. It helps, but it's not the most important thing.
Didn't he have a run-in or something with some other country singer a while back? And then I heard that maybe that was staged.
Oh, don't know. Didn't hear about that.
I don't want to say that that's what happened, but I know that a YouTuber I watch, a very, very small channel, she put some videos out of him going back and forth. But then I thought I heard someone say that that was just for both of them to make views. I don't know. It's kind of sad. It's true.
Yeah, it is sad. Yeah, Ryan will go broke one day. But do you know what? He might go brokish, but he'll be still raking it in over YouTube. He has a lot of minions following him.
I was going to mention earlier when you were talking about the minions, I was in the car picking the kids up, that I think it's just the mentality of people today to just blindly follow whatever someone you like or you're a fan of says, because that's just what you do. You accept them wholeheartedly and 100%, and they can do no wrong. And I think it's the age group that supports him, because I try to teach my kids, you know, you can like a person and not like the things that they do. But these people, like, I mean, they're putting down his theories and saying it's true. And I'm thinking, how can you comment that? Can you not think for yourself?
Yes. When did people stop thinking for themselves and just blindly following what other people said? It's crazy.
It's like you said, the sheep mentality.
Yeah.
The sheeple. And I try to teach my kids, I'm like, look, don't just blindly follow what people tell you and say. You can be kind to someone. You can be an acquaintance. You don't have to be a friend. Because I try to make it a very fine line that, you know, I may call you an acquaintance. That doesn't mean I'm your friend. I'll be polite and nice to you and you can talk and we can have differences. That doesn't mean that friends, support each other, but they even have differences of opinions. And if you go against Ryan Upchurch, boy, he's going to come down on you. And he uses a tactic that if he doesn't agree with you, or if you don't agree with him, he's going to run you into the ground.
I'm scared now that that's what's going to happen. I'm scared he's going to come for me now, and I'm a very, very small channel, but I think I have loyal followers.
Yeah.
We're a small team, but I think we're loyal enough and they're similarly minded to me. So I think we'll be okay, but I'm going to stand up for bullying this time. Try my best anyway.
He went up for another channel, a young woman channel recently, and whatever, I don't think affected her,
Yeah, I'll be fine.
He's so, but is he going to go against any big men channels, men that are going to shut him down? I think he likes to go against these women, and he likes to woman shame, and he's kind of misogynistic, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree with that, sadly. Nikki O'Shea is just blocking. Oh, yeah, I will. And any other trolls that try to say bullshit, I'm going to block them as well. I don't care.
But
Princess says Ryan was on Zev Gill's channel. He was on Zev Gill's channel for many, many hours. And then after that, she went on his panel for a few hours. And I unsubbed to Zev Gill that night. I found it intolerable that it was after the mum had asked people to stop on the Kylie Rodney case, and they went for hours discussing it. And I wonder where the respect has gone.
I don't ever have a problem with people having people on panels. I watch shows, I get irritated or on sub or whatever, but I try to say, hey, let me see what this channel has. I'll watch them for a little while or whatever. But it really frustrates me. I think you can have someone on your channel that you have an opposing view to, and let them have their say, and that's good quality conversation. You can be polite and have a productive conversation, but I think for him to just continue on saying the horrible things, and then these people continue letting him to come on their panel, and then they allow him to question other people like he's an authority and like he's correct, and it's very off-putting for me. And so
people are like starstruck or something about him. I'm not starstruck. He's not a star in my eyes, that's for sure. And we don't need him on our true crime platform. He should be on something else, some drama platform, but he's not doing any good here.
It just makes you think that they are doing it for clicks and views, especially when they stay on for 7 hours.
Exactly.
And
I did notice today that, sorry to cut you off. I did notice today that Zev Gill has gone on a little video, and I thought she was going to apologize, but I watched the first few minutes and she was just making excuses about, what happened. And I'm not for that. I don't like excuses. I thought that she could have apologized that she disrespected Kylie's family and kept going, or something like that, or apologize to the people that Ryan Upchurch may have yelled at or had a temper at, but she didn't, and I was a bit disappointed by that.
You know what I got disappointed? Oh, I see a thing in chat. If I read that message in chat, in the private chat, I will get kicked out. Do I need to read it?
No, wait a minute now. Hold on. Is this somebody you know? You're cutting out real bad. Is that somebody you know? Is that what you're saying, or what? You're cutting out really bad.
No, I'm.
Hi. I just seen you say when I see hateful people here, I'm always hoping they're not a teacher or a nurse. Exactly. I work in mental health and addiction, and you hope that those hateful people don't work in healthcare or something like that, right?
Hold on one sec. I'm going to bring him up here. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
That's all right. Nick, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you?
Good. How you guys doing? How you ladies doing?
Good.
Hi,
how are you?
Thank you.
I just had to join the conversation when we started talking about the narcissist. I've had about enough of that guy. I think everybody else has too, from the likes of it.
Why do you suppose he won't go up against men? When men come on the panel, he's so respectful.
No, he tries to. I mean, he says the whole, sue me then, or, he'll go the you're an idiot route, or you're a moron, It's just a classic narcissist. Everybody knows that if you can't agree to disagree, and that's something he cannot do, he just disagrees no matter what, then you got your toy taken a lot as a kid, or you were taking kids' toys type thing. So he's just a little kid in a boy's body. I ain't gonna call him a man. So you don't speak to ladies like that. Bottom line.
Well, like Eden said, she said Ryan has said over and over that he can do and say anything he wants on panels, and no one will kick him off. And I think he pushes to see how far he can go. I think that's why he hasn't been back.
Stood up to him. You're the only panel that stood up to him so far yet. I said that the other night when I was on with you guys when Ronnie came on.
Yeah, and I have okay. So listen, everybody keeps emailing me and saying, yes, that was Ronnie that went to jail. Yes, it was him. Yes, it was him. Yes, it was him. So Zav girl went on live and she said yes, that he had been arrested. He was arrested for beating his wife, corporal whatever injury. So I'm like, what the fuck? So anyways, he was supposed to come back on our live and talk to us and kind of explain stuff. Well, now he didn't show up for 2 days, and then when Zav girl had Ryan over there and they were talking about him going to jail, he came over here and did a super chat for like, I don't know, 99 cents or something. And he said, Zav girl has the wrong person. And it was Ronnie saying that. He goes by Element something. I can't remember. I don't know what the last part is or whatever. But yeah, he said it wasn't him. Well, then of course, everybody in the true crime, we're all nosy as fuck. So of course people have been digging around and snooping around and looking into stuff. And so the arrest record actually has his name on it, but the only difference is it's got the same address, his same name, all that, but the birthday is different.
Really?
Yeah, and that's it. So I don't know if they fucked up his birthday or if there's another Ronnie Jones somewhere, but how would there be two Ronnie Jones living in the same fucking house, dating the same woman? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
beating up the same woman. I don't know. I really don't, but I'm just saying this is what I've been emailed, so I don't know.
Ronnie didn't deserve any of that narcissist. I'm not going to give him the line, let him say his real name. That the the narcissist did do him one that was wrong, but if he smacked his wife up, it looks like he did, then he's a piece of shit. Sorry, Ronnie, but that's a pretty piece of shit move. I mean, if she was attacking
well,
you,
yeah, and I figured he would have came back over here and came up here and talked to us, but he did say he trolled the shit out of Ryan. And I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand he was attacked the way he was. Ikmel was attacked too. And I think it was bullshit for any of them, his anime, all of them. You know what I mean? Just because I don't defend them all the time and all that. I still think it was bullshit the way they were brought into this.
Oh, yeah. If Ryan doesn't think he's going to get if Narcissist doesn't think he's going to get sued, he's got to.
I was gonna say you can say his name. I mean, I don't really care about people coming in, but don't come in. I get irritated. I was really fucking irritated the other day about that live. They streamed the funeral or the celebration live. That's the channel I didn't want mentioned in here.
Who streamed it live?
There was a channel, and a lady drove 8 hours to stream this little girl's funeral on YouTube.
Disgusting. Oh my God, I did not know about that. Oh, I've been out of the link the last 2 days. Holy crap. Wow. I mean, yeah, he just made a video a couple of days ago of, oh, y'all, get your monies together and sue me. I mean, you already know that's coming, Ryan. You already know you're going to be giving up, a good chunk of money. I mean, I guess he doesn't care, but he just doesn't want to back down.
Sorry, I guess he can't sue me in New Zealand. We don't do that, so I think I'm okay.
I mean, Zena May got the wrath of it as well. She didn't do nothing wrong. Ikmano did nothing wrong. I mean, to be honest, Ronnie really didn't do anything wrong. He should not have trolled back like he admitted on your channel, B. But the whole, spousal abuse thing on either side, I don't care if it was the woman that, it's bad on either side. Nobody should be hitting each other and stuff like that. We'll bring his case down against Ryan now that the two have nothing to do with each other. Is he going to lose credit in the community? Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? To me, he does. You know what I mean? I've never put my hands on a woman in my entire life, nor would I ever. Unless it was a life or death situation type thing. For me, that's me though. That's how I was raised.
Okay, so somebody here, it's all optics, says there was a different lady on True Crime Rocket Science last night. She went and talked on his channel last night. She was humbled, nothing like the video person. Are you talking about Xana May? Well, I fucking died laughing when Ryan was up there talking to that SF investigator. He's like, so what do you think about Xana May? And the guy's like, that
Who?
SF guy. He's like, who?
Yeah. I saw that part too.
Like, you don't know these fucking people.
So,
these are people you fucking found on the internet and started fucking with. You don't
So,
know these people.
Ryan was using SF as a scapegoat, is what he was doing. He was trying to take all the limelight off him for saying what he said and kind of putting on SF as like, he's an idiot. What does he know about the case? That's what he was doing. You know what I mean? He was trying to get the limelight off him, even though SF doesn't know shit, as he would say. He doesn't know who's animated, doesn't know any of those characters are, but yet he's an investigator. And then blaming stuff on AW. You know, the stuff that he was saying was ridiculous. That guy SF. But at the same time, I mean, you could see Ronnie sitting there trolling him on purpose. Ryan sitting there trolling him on purpose, just like he's trolled friggin' multiple other people. That guy, I don't care for that. I mean, that guy stepped into a situation and put himself in a situation, going on a live stream, knowing absolutely really nothing about the case. It seemed like from what I listened to when I listened. I mean, I think a pedestrian knew as much as he did. That was, it was helping search, doing the search parties and stuff like that. So I don't.
Well, yeah, and I feel like the only reason, so he inserted himself into this case. He went to go search. He's the one he was seeking out Grandpa and Dad, and he went to go look for him, found him, started talking to him, and then basically followed them around.
Yep.
He seems like he's a pretty genuine guy. At
Can
first
I say
he did,
something?
and then I'm like, no, because no genuine guy is just going to insert themselves into this case and then follow them around and make any, he got a phone call saying that it was posted on the internet and directly told them, hey, your daughter's passed and it's posted on the internet.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I think y'all might want to give SF a little more credit.
Yeah, because we don't know him over here, but I know Laura just did a panel on him. I think it was I think it was 2 days actually. She did a panel.
I know he inserts himself into these things.
Yeah, I mean,
I heard a lot of people say he's done it before, and it's for clout, basically, type thing. You know what I mean? I might be wrong though, and they might.
There may be some truth. I think there's always truth in every story, and I don't know everything 100%. But
yeah, me either. Yeah,
it's hard to say.
I don't know him very well, so I haven't even got to watch Laura's lives on him. But I don't know him to say he's bad or good. You know what I mean? I don't know anything about him yet.
Who, the SF guy?
Yeah.
He's okay. You know how Ryan has a bunch of minions and lambs and they just listen to whatever he says and they run with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This SF guy, I'm going to speak carefully how I say things.
I don't know much about him at all.
Let me finish.
Well, I was going to say, you got background noise real bad. New Zealand, TJ, you got, is there a TV or something playing in the background?
My TV is playing those stupid ads, and I can't find my remote to turn it off.
Okay, yeah, when you're not talking, will you mute? I tried to mute it, but I don't want to be rude, but we got a bad echo from it.
I will hop off actually now though and join the chat. Thank you very much for letting me come up.
Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude or anything. I appreciate you being up here, and I enjoyed talking to you. I just the echo in the back was kind of hard to hear over. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It could just be me. I don't know.
No, it's my TV going. I've lost my remote. I'm going to go and find it before my live stream. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh, yeah. If you're going to go live, make sure you find it because, baby, it's echoing pretty bad. So just, as a heads up.
I subbed to your channel. I'm excited for it.
Thank you.
Here's Perplexed. Now, okay, she can fill us in on the SF because this is Laura. She did the live on SF, and
cool.
I don't know much about him. I haven't even had a chance to go watch her before all this shit happened and fell in my lap today. So maybe I'm going to drop her channel in here. Did you do both of the lives on him? You want me to drop both links in here for it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'm going to drop. Well, that way people can go make their own decisions. They can watch it for themselves, listen for themselves, and then they can form their own opinion, because, I don't know much about him other than what you guys have told me.
I don't know any of the other.
I still hear it.
Is it me? Because I'm on a headset.
I was going to say, you hear the feedback?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me take it. I'll be right back.
I hear a fish tank. I was just going to say that I can only speak to what I know. So I'm only going to speak on what I know with the guy. There may be things out there that I don't know, and I'm more than happy to hear and to conclude. But what I was just saying is that, you know how Ryan has his minions that support him and take up for him. There are also minions that are jumping on some of the things that this SF guy is saying. And what he's saying, I have validated some of the things are true. So it's frustrating because everybody wants to jump on the train of let's hate this guy, let's kill this guy. What he says is nothing. He's a scam. He's a fraud. And, you know, now they're saying he's Sammy's dad. And I'm just like, oh my God. So
yeah, I've seen Ryan's dumbass post where he's like, "Oh, Sammy's dad's an investigator. Is this him?"
Yeah,
no, it's not. It has nothing to do with him. That's just stupid as hell.
Yeah, I think SF, and I'll just call him that. I think SF has good intentions. I think he's got a good heart. I don't know any of the past stuff or drama.
Wrong, and wrong. He does not have a good heart. The man is a piece of shit, and
but
he's
don't
a liar
yell at me.
and a fraud.
Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling. I'm just saying.
Okay, but
he's
you
a
just
liar and a fraud.
I'm speaking politely and calmly, and you're still attacking. So I can step down if I'm not going to be yelled at. I don't want to feel attacked. I'm trying to be
very. I wasn't yelling.
Okay, while you were out,
New York, that's how I speak.
Well, I'm from opposite Texas.
She's a loud talker. Like it's kind of like I'm loud talking too. I apologize. I don't mean to make you feel that way, or you know what I mean. I don't want her to make you feel that way either, because I enjoy having you up here. So,
but while I was out, or while you were out, I said I am more than happy and willing to learn the other side. Maybe you didn't hear that.
Yeah, I do. Well, sometimes, and that's the thing. Sometimes I don't hear stuff because I'll mute and I'll walk away. I have kids, and just like what I mean, like you guys do. So if I didn't hear, but you know what, I'm like that too. I like to hear both opinions, and I like to hear both sides to get my own opinion.
I don't see the names, so I'm just whoever came in saying wrong. That's what bothered me, because I did mention. I said I'm more than happy and willing to learn what other aspects you guys want to share. So I'm trying to be polite, and I'm taking a risk at saying these things.
Oh, I hear you. I only watched one thing on him, and that's what I got from him. There was a lot of like he didn't know, but I'm open for anything.
Yeah, I kind of want to hear what this lady had emailed Laura. She emailed her like everything from his like his Twitter and all the stuff that he's been doing. So I wanted her to come in and kind of explain to us what she had found out with him. About him, because I haven't had a chance to go over there and watch it, so I don't really know much other than he's a photographer. But I do find it kind of odd that he can travel all over the world and do these cases. And where do you get money to do that from?
And why?
He's a liar. He's a womanizer. He's a narcissist. He's a fraud, and he's not even a licensed PI.
Yeah, now I got the license that said it was expired as of July 31st or something like that.
He doesn't have one in California either. I guess it's in like Oklahoma or something like that.
No, Alabama.
Oh,
Alabama. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
And he doesn't live in Alabama. He's never lived in Alabama, but for some reason he got a license in Alabama, and he lives in California. He is overly obsessed with people who he deems a threat. Mostly men. He womanizes women, and he's just trash. Like he did, like that guy that was talking, he did this for clout. Absolutely, he did this for clout.
That's what I got. That's the feeling I got.
Yeah,
I've been on that one channel.
Definitely right about that. He is overly obsessed with people who he deems a threat. And, sadly, a lot of people think that, he shut down everything because of Ryan. Oh, no. I don't think it was because of Ryan, because Ryan got late in the game.
Wait, he shut his thing down? He stopped. What happened? I didn't know that.
He shut everything down. He got rid of his YouTube channel, went private on
Twitter. He locked his whole Twitter down after he came on here and did like 2 or 3 live streams, one with Baby Gap, and then he did another one over on Zav Girl. And as soon as he was done, he no sooner got done, he dropped down and he went and deleted his YouTube channel, and he went and privated his Twitter. Like he went straight black, like he was done, like burned out. You know what I mean? That's it.
I did my live before he went on Zav's Girls. Before he went on Zav Girls, he then sent a message afterwards to Grizzly True Crime and said to Grizzly True Crime, as long as you're associated with this person, meaning me, then I can no longer speak to you. So he actually shut down because of me. So sorry, Ryan, you didn't get the credit for that one. And yeah, then he went on Zav Girls. As soon as he got down on Zav Girls, he shut everything down. And that was after I did my first live. Then last night I did second half because I spoke to somebody that he's obsessed with who gave me the entire scoop.
Was it a woman that he's obsessed with?
No, it's a guy.
Okay.
And if you know his Twitter, you'll know who I'm talking about. Mr. JP.
Type in the PC for me.
No, JP. That's who
so
he
he's a
always
lot like,
refers to.
I was gonna say, he just doesn't seem like well, you know, JT, I mean, that fucker is garbage for real, but he doesn't seem like he's that bad of a trash bag. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Not JT, JP.
Oh, I thought, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said
No, dude. SF is infatuated with this guy with the initials JP. So I went on a mission to find out who JP was. And sure enough, JP contacted me and said, I'm who you're looking for. I was like, oh, thank God. And got the whole scoop. And then JP's going to come on my panel one day this week. He couldn't do it last night. So last night I left it as an anonymous source. But today it doesn't matter. But it was JP that gave me all the information. And he is so obsessed with this guy.
Who's this JP guy?
He is a private eye, a licensed PI who invited SF onto a case with him. And it was the biggest mistake he ever made in his life. And that's how all of this transpired. And JP has never spoken to AWP or anything, and SF is convinced that JP is their spokesperson and like all this crazy shit.
JP is AWP spokesperson?
Yeah, is AWP spokesperson. He writes it all over Twitter.
More fucking conspiracy theories. It's unreal.
Yeah, the guy is crazy.
More.
He's absolutely crazy.
You meet some real crazy people in this YouTube world from every genre. I do sports gambling, as I told you the guys the other night, on a certain channel, and there's trolls there too. You know what I mean? And crazy people as well that work with the company I work with. Yeah,
it's insane. People are just nuts for real. I've come to that conclusion.
I only go on this panel now when I have a chance, and I've been on Dolly's a couple times. Last time I went on Dolly's, I think it was about 4 or 5 days ago.
Dolly used to crack me the fuck up.
Yeah,
I used to laugh hard
he still is every once in a while. You know what I mean? But
see, I don't really watch him too much anymore because he pissed me off. So I didn't.
What happened with him and Ryan?
So listen, real quick.
I really don't know.
I was asking the guy.
Ryan was about to come on. He said, Ryan, is going to come on. And, I wanted nothing to do with the guy from what he was saying. So I politely just hit the X button, jumped off, and he comes on about maybe 30 seconds later because it would have been a war. You know what I mean? I would have I don't back down from nobody, I know he asked to glare box me or sue me. I mean, hey, Ryan, if you're listening to this right now, I'll bet you 20K to your 10K, my 20K. If you want to go that route, if you do want to throw hands, I win, I get 10, you win 20 if you want to be that type of tough guy. But that's what would have happened if I was on with him. You know what I mean? I don't back down from nobody, especially, you know what I mean? It's not like he can do anything through the screen. And if we were in person, he wouldn't even be opening his fucking mouth unless he had a security around. So that being said, I wasn't going to put myself in a situation in front of all these, the people that were there and just be a scream, you know what I mean? Because there's no way I wasn't going to confront him and be like, dude, you really going to sit there and keep saying that this girl is not real? Because this is when he still thought she wasn't real. You know what I mean? And I thought that was just so disrespectful to I mean, and we all did, I think, for that matter. And I just didn't want to be around him. I just exited off Dolly's live and, deuces up. See you later.
No, but Dolly and Ryan had a fight.
What?
One of Ryan's people told him not to fuck with Dolly anymore, and he said okay.
Right.
So then
Ryan was
Dolly
live.
tried to turn it around.
Yeah, Ryan was live, and the guy said, he's like, y'all know Dolly Vision, right? And his buddy that was up on piano was like, yeah, I don't like him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you all about him. And he goes, no, I'm not gonna tell you about him on here, but I'll text you. And he's like, I don't fuck with him, or I don't think you should either, or something along those lines. And yeah. So
and Ryan, basically went that route and said, fuck Dolly then.
Yeah.
Shit. I hope Dolly, if you listen, I hope you don't freaking, I know you never vouched for him, but you're kind to him and whatnot, and you let him have. Yeah, I wouldn't give him a platform no more. Anybody gives that man a platform is giving that man a rope to hang yourself. Is basically what you're doing.
See, I totally disagree, but I'm not going to sit here and stick up for Ryan again and again and again. What I will tell you though, Ryan is not getting sued at all whatsoever. I don't know why everyone keeps saying that. Nobody has a right. I mean, can anyone file a lawsuit? Yeah, they can. Anyone can file a lawsuit. But none of these people are going to Tennessee to file something against Ryan when all Ryan did was have an opinion. Then there's proof that Ryan apologized. And now you have Ronnie, who was arrested for beating his wife. Nobody is suing Ryan.
I'm more on the. I think Ickmadel is gonna have a lawsuit. I think Mel will, for sure.
Mel will not have a lawsuit.
I mean, he was not implying, but he was saying that that's defamation of character right there. I mean,
yeah, but there was no money loss. Defamation has to have a monetary value.
I mean, you don't think the money
gained
lost there is AdSense revenue and donations?
Ickmadel gained subs from it. He gained subs from it. He gained money from it.
What
there
about
is no defamation
family
case.
Members and stuff like that? Supposedly
doesn't matter. There's no defamation case for any of them. Ryan had an opinion. Ryan believed his opinion. There's no defamation case.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, I do know. I'm saying, case.
I still think he gets sued. It might not be in a defamation.
He cannot get sued. He had an opinion. You can't get sued for it. You can't win. Let me put it like that. You can't win.
Well, I want to know how Ronnie. I want to know how he had a lawyer, but he's out. Supposedly, which I don't know if it's even true or not. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Beats him. See, now you done threw me off, boy. Look, check you out. Here he said, what do you think of Psychobabbl's statement that the news reporter that did the story of Sandy Hook and Alex Jones interviewed him, and he said, yeah, we looking into Ryan.
It doesn't matter. That's totally different. It is a completely different scenario. You can't compare Alex Jones and what he did to what Ryan had him being an opinion for 2 days. It's night and day.
Well, all right. So what did they sue Alex Jones for exactly? What was it defamation?
I believe so. He was.
Yeah. So what kind of money loss? If you can't sue for defamation unless it was money loss, what kind of money loss did the parents have? Nothing.
They lost a lot of money. They lost their jobs. It was horrible. They couldn't work. Alex Jones? Yeah, because of Alex Jones. They had big monetary losses.
But how? How would that cause them to lose money by?
I don't know, but that's what they claimed, and they won.
I'm getting at there, like it's kind of like the same thing almost, but in reverse, actually.
It's not the same thing. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Because it's not like they were, someone lost their job because Alex. If one of those parents lost their jobs because Alex Jones did X, Y, and Z, I mean, how could it doesn't even make sense to me. So if it's about losing all about the money lost part or yada yada yada, then I don't know how that makes sense in the same scenario with Alex Jones, because those parents weren't suing because they lost money. They were suing because he was defaming their kids, saying they're not. You know what I mean? So, do you see what I'm getting at, B? I don't know how. That's not.
Yeah, see, a lot of people in chat are saying they don't agree with you, Laura. They're saying that they don't agree with it. That hold on, let me go back up here. Also, let me address this real quick. So there's somebody in my chat that said by putting Don's name and Candace's name in here that I broke the protective order. Sweet baby, if you're not smart enough to know how order protection works or protection order, then you need to just go on somewhere. Me saying their names has absolutely nothing to do with their order.
Yeah, you didn't get the protection order.
Right.
Totally different.
See, people said, I don't think Ronnie got arrested. Ronnie came over here, and when they were talking about it, I promised you guys, I don't know if there was anybody over here that's up on panel that's seen it or was in the chat that's seen it. Ronnie super chatted and said it was not him. He was not the one that went to jail. But if you look at the paper that they, like the paper and stuff that they sent, what's up, B? What you doing?
I just want to say something. It's like, I think I kind of...
Hey, brother.
What's up? I kind of understand what Laura's saying, where like, oh, well, it's his opinion, but the problem is it's called libel. And the thing is, libel is basically making false accusations that damages reputation.
But there has to be a monetary gain. Nobody had monetary loss because of Ryan. They all made money.
If you type up libel, what does it say?
I don't know.
Google.
I'm not there.
It says it's published false statements that damages a person's reputation. It's basically damaging their reputation. He said that they were involved in a GoFundMe scheme.
But it doesn't matter. That's Ryan's opinion. It didn't hurt them.
So
it has to hurt them.
So
they have to have a job loss or something like that.
Now, if you're saying if they're going to sue, I would agree with you that they're not probably don't want anything to do with Ryan, but they could sue. That's the thing. They could, but will they? Probably not.
But they wouldn't win. They would waste time and money. They wouldn't win. No lawyer would take it because they would say, "Did you have?"
I don't think so.
I mean, if say people watch YouTube and
your reputation.
Mel is getting called a trafficker by just 10 people. I don't care if it's.
But that's sticks and stones. That doesn't matter in a court of law.
But listen,
in a court of law, no, it does not. They want to know if you lost your job due to them saying that you're a pedo. Did you lose family? Did you, can you go out on the street? That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about some fucking asshole having an opinion.
You don't think he did libel at them, all at them?
Absolutely not. Whatever Ryan said did not hurt them. You have to have hurt in order to have libel. Not your feelings are hurt. You have to have actual job hurt or community hurt or people, you can't walk down the street because you got beat up because, because somebody said you're a pedo. That's how you can sue. You can't sue because some dude on the internet has an opinion.
Listen, I don't agree with that. I think they have.
That's a fact. It's the law.
What's the point? I don't understand how you can basically read libel on the Google internet and says that everything I just read to you. It's basically what I read.
Yeah, but it's not. It's more than that. Call a lawyer. You'll see that I'm right.
Hey,
I know that I'm right. I know 100% that I'm right.
That's incorrect. Well, this falls under general damages, mental anguish, emotion, distress, public humiliation, shame, which is
if something happened. Nothing happened.
Who are you guys talking about suing Ryan? An adult or a minor?
I don't know what the question is. I'm sorry.
You guys are talking about somebody suing Ryan for defamation.
We're talking about the family might be suing, would have a case to sue him. I don't know about Ronnie.
Kylie's family?
Yes, Kylie's family.
Yeah. So I just wanted to chime in really quick and tell you. So defamation of a minor is totally different than defamation of an adult. And you can sue for defamation without asking for damages. So there still can be a case.
Yeah, you can sue as low as $1 for damage.
You cannot sue for defamation without having a dollar amount. No,
it says some defamation claims and
it's a minor
for $1.
Doesn't matter. Defamation means money.
No. You can sue for defamation and libel and slander without asking for monetary damages. The courts know that children are not going to have a monetary loss if they're being defamed. So if the parents sue on behalf of the children, they're suing for emotional distress, bullying, that type of thing, and they just don't ask for damages.
And also, it's not even a minor. It's the parents that he's saying that started a GoFundMe scam. So that's not even has to do with a minor. That's to do with the parents that are of it. You know what I mean?
Okay, A, it's an opinion. B, we weren't talking about Kylie's family. We were talking about Ikmel, Ronnie, and Zanime.
Oh, I was talking about all four. I mean, I from what I've heard, and obviously it's just fucking heard. It's several people that are going to be suing, but who knows? Like you said, but I don't agree with the whole defamation part where you're coming from. Yeah. But we're going to agree, disagree.
It's the law. I'm not making it up. It's the law. If you look up the definition of suing someone for defamation, there has to be a monetary loss. You don't have to take my word on it. Just look it up.
So defamation of character has everything to do about money?
150 unequivocally %.
Says general damages, sometimes called non-economic damages, are meant to compensate plaintiffs for harder measures, harms like pain and suffering, mental anguish, emotional distress, public humiliations, shame, loss of enjoyment of life, depression, anxiety, loss of appetite and energy, and sleep disturbance. Do you think he caused any of that to the people that he accused of being murderers?
And all of that comes down to, like, you're not being able to walk out in the street because you're going to get beat up. That's not someone with an opinion on YouTube.
It's not an opinion. It's not just an opinion.
It is an opinion.
He sends his fans after them. That's what's happening.
Yeah, that's the problem, I think, there.
I mean, if he was just one guy who had an opinion, then it wouldn't be a problem. Then we wouldn't be having a discussion, would we? But this guy has hundreds of thousands of people that believe him.
And listen, Zanime had to take her YouTube page down for a while because of all the crazy comments. That's a loss right there. So
who did?
Zanime took her page down for a couple weeks or a week or so.
Yeah, for like a week, I think.
Okay.
I mean, you have your
Laura, you better roll you a blunt or something. Better smoke you a joint, something.
Hold up.
What?
They said Laura's uptight. I said, well, shit, Laura.
No, Laura's fine.
I'm not uptight because it's just misinformation that keeps being around. And it's like, oh, he's going to get sued. No, he's not.
I mean, I'm looking at the site. What the site I'm looking at is damages and defamation case. I mean, and I just...
Okay, hold on. Here's Ronnie right here. This person I've been wanting to talk to right here.
I hope
all I had to say, this is all BS. Done talking about all this nonsense. So, okay, so hold on. Did I miss a comment? Damn it. I wanted to know about this jail shit because everybody keeps saying he's in fucking jail, and I don't think it was him. I think it was I think somebody fucked up somewhere, and I think they got the wrong birthday or something. Fuck, I missed his comment. It must be way up in here. I can't find it. Damn it. All right, go ahead, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just seen him talking in here, and I wanted to know.
I was hoping that Ronnie would jump on, to be honest with you, but you know.
Yeah, I was too, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Shit,
I heard about that yesterday.
So many people are going back and fucking forth. It would be just nice to hear from him to know what's going on.
Yeah, agreed.
I heard about that yesterday.
What'd you hear about?
Ronnie supposedly getting arrested for spousal abuse.
Yeah, I heard that was
false. So it was said in Zap Girls Live and a couple other lives. And so it's been going around. And then he came over and did a super chat and basically was like, hey, guys, it was not me. They had the wrong Ronnie. That's not me. I wasn't the one who went to jail, right? So he came over here and told us that. And then as soon as he said that, he was supposed to, I figured he would have been back up. He was supposed to come back up and talk to us or whatever, and he didn't. So I was like, well, shit, maybe that's why he didn't come back up here. Maybe he did go to jail. But then he super chatted and said, no, he did not go to jail. That was not him. That's not his name. That was not him. So basically he's saying, no, it was not him at all. He never went to jail. Has nothing to do with him. And then that's it. I've never heard anything else from him until just now in the chat. So I don't know. I've asked him to email me. I was hoping he'd hop on here to talk to us, to give us a little bit of like what the fuck's going on. I have no idea. So I don't know.
So someone just said in the chat, obviously the Alex Jones thing isn't about the money they lost because of his lies, right?
I don't know, but hey, Ronnie, what's up, man?
What's up? So I'm only going to address this quickly. I'm not in jail. I was never arrested. My wife is not harmed. My wife can even show her face when she gets off work in an hour and a half, if that's fine. But this is all BS.
We don't have to do all that.
It's not true. It's not even the same birthday. It's not even the same address. It's not true.
Okay, because I got the emails. Well, yeah, I got the emails and the address. Well, the addresses were the same, but the birthdays were totally different. One was in like a different year or something.
Well, it's not true at all. Like, and that's one thing I just don't want going around is that I beat my wife. I would never fucking touch my wife like that. My wife would beat my ass over anything. To be completely honest, like that shit really fucking hurt to hear that. I was not arrested for touching my wife. I would never do that at all.
Yeah, if that's the case, that's defamation right there. So I'll take it.
Well, I've been listening like the last 20 minutes because I get messages on Instagram from like people who support me and stuff, and they told me that stuff was going around. So whenever it's being talked about, they'll say like, "Hey, this person is talking about it right now." So that's when I found out you guys were talking about it. But I guess I missed it when you guys were talking about it. But
hey, Ronnie, I got a question because I know nothing about you being arrested or anything.
Okay.
I learned about it from Queen Bee 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
But my question is, Queen Bee said that it was the same address, so I don't get that.
I don't know.
Well, and I don't know if it was Photoshopped.
I don't know what
or
same
what.
address that would be because that's not my home address.
Oh, okay.
So it could be a whole different Ronnie then. Well, then like I thought somebody maybe changed it around. Like you know how they Photoshop shit in, or you know what I'm saying? Like they can make different.
Well, even
so that's what I thought happened. Maybe.
Well, you can look this up. The only recent time I was arrested was back in 2016 when I did some dumb shit at Subway. This is public information. I did some dumb shit at Subway when I was Subway, and I embezzled. Well, like they called it embezzling. What we did was, we took money out of a tip jar, and you're supposed to divide it amongst your coworkers, right? So we and another guy, we were taking basically all the tip money and not sharing with anybody, and we were doing that for like months. So we got in trouble for that, and they called it embezzlement because the tip, as soon as the money hit the tip jar, it's now for the corporation. So if you take that money, extra what is not yours is considered embezzlement.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Did nobody, like I personally am all about actual facts. Did nobody look up your mugshot to see if it was matched?
Supposedly they did all this.
I saw the photo and I said in the chat, whoever I think it was, I can't remember who it was. I said that's not the same person. When they brought it up, I did not think that was the same person.
It's not.
Oh, okay, because I didn't see it. Like I say, and I'm blind to this. Like I didn't see any of it, so I'm coming in here like knowing nothing.
No,
so that's why I'm just asking.
I'm just starting to think that I'm just an easy target right now.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. But even so, the one thing I did want to comment about was I do have a lawyer, and I'm not going for defamation. I'm going for slander.
That's what I thought.
Because of what he said. And it's not just the fact that like when it depends on people who know it. They're my boss. Two of my bosses at my job know about it, and I had a conversation with them about it. I've had people talk to me on the street that I don't know about it. I've had times where I have the messages still where I had to show my lawyer about getting death threats. So obviously that's scaring with like leaving my house and protecting my kids. There's a whole bunch of stuff I don't want to get into, obviously, but it has affected a lot.
All right, so what are you suing them for?
Huh?
Slander.
No. Do you want to put him in jail, or are you going after him for money?
I wouldn't. I
don't want to get into all
that.
The reason I'm asking, if you're going after him for money, you have to do it in his state, and you have to prove that you had a monetary loss, which you haven't had.
Ronnie,
I already know we had to take care of that in his state, but that's the only thing I'm going to elaborate on.
Ronnie, just say you didn't do this stuff and don't answer anymore.
I'm just not saying. I already know not to say anything else.
There you go.
It's fine.
I got your back, baby. Don't say anymore.
Yeah.
This is going too far, and you're going to say something that's.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
sure
one thing I just said I wanted to address. I did not touch my wife.
I'm glad you did.
My wife is fine. My wife is completely fine. She's a beautiful, safe woman. There's nothing wrong with her at all. I did not touch her. So, and like I said, my wife would beat my ass before anything else. So.
Well, yeah, but that's good to know, and that's good that you came up here to clear it up, because it's like people are running rampant with these rumors. It's crazy.
No, it's not true. I wasn't arrested. No.
That's good to hear.
That's it. But that's all I really wanted to talk about it. I had to make some time to talk about it, but I don't get off till 5, so now I got to head back up.
Hey, Ronnie, I was going to tell you, I was actually listening to that first live when you called in, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm so sorry that all this crap has happened to you, because you just called in doing something that you felt you needed to do, and all this crap has happened because of it. And I don't think you deserve it. And I'm so sorry. We were talking about internet, trolling and bullying, and this is a prime example of this guy Don B that we started talking about tonight, how he's chasing this woman and now he's got a restraining order, and it's just awful. They need to leave you alone. So I'm sorry.
I have no idea who Don B is, but
yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Drama.
Okay. All right. Well,
I wish you well.
I gotta get back to work, but I appreciate that. Thank you guys.
Later, Ronnie.
Right, well, yeah, and I waited the other night. You were gonna come on. You said you got off.
Okay, well, no,
I waited for you, and then like when you didn't show up, I was like, oh shit, maybe he did go to jail. Maybe this is true. Maybe something happened.
That's not what it is. Okay, so basically, when I had that time, and I'll tell you this as well, I got into an argument that night, not like a bad argument, but she was like, you spent so much time talking on the freaking chat. Our kids need to go to, like, I needed to spend time with my kids.
Well, yeah, but you feel like you have to defend yourself, so I understand that.
Yeah, and that was it. And so, like, when I didn't get on because my kids have soccer practice, and I was just devoting more time to them, and not just jumping in this day after day after day. I wanted to address it. I wanted to jump back on at a better time, and this is obviously a better time because I can go downstairs and take a few minutes away and then go back to work. I don't have to take that time from home. But my wife didn't like that I was taking that time at home. She did not like that.
Respect.
So that's the only reason why I didn't go back on, because I did not want to upset her. She did not like that. Talking about that in the house. My kids are there. Even though they're upstairs, like, you know.
You know, right now, Ronnie, you just need to focus on your relationship with your wife and keep that strong, because y'all two need each other. And to get through this, you're going to have each other, and it's going to cause problems and strife. And you need to realize that your babies come first. They don't deserve this. She doesn't deserve this. You don't deserve this. But it's going to take the four of you, or however many, as a team. Stay strong. Yeah, she's your strength right now, and you're hers. And so don't take any crap for not going anywhere. Do what you got to do. You don't owe explanations to anyone. And that's
yeah, the whole hitting my wife thing just drove me crazy. She didn't even want me to address that either. But I was like, no, I'm not letting that slide. I'm not gonna let people think I just beat my wife's ass. That's not true.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm not letting that slide.
I wouldn't be able to deal with that either.
Hell no.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't let that shit ride out at all. So,
but that's the thing. Like, well, I was going to talk this because I felt comfortable coming on here, but those other sites that people were telling me, like, oh, you can talk in here like Zavgr and all. I don't want to go on Zavgr.
Don't go to Zavgr.
I don't want to go on Zavgr. And I have nothing negative to say about her because I don't know her like that, but I've just heard too many things with like her letting that dude run rampant. And I don't want to go on pages where it's like they're going to take something I say and say like, oh, well, he kind of said it like this, so maybe he did. I just don't want people doing that. Like, the point is, I didn't do none of that shit, and I don't want my words twisted and all that. So, you know, that's basically it.
Yeah, they said do not go over there. And with that chat as big as it is, I mean, she's got 3,000 and 4,000 people over there talking all kinds of shit. That's hard to deal with. That's really hard to deal with.
It's troll central.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I got to go, guys. I got to go back to work. But thank you.
All right, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Stop back over if you want to. You're welcome up.
Bye.
Well, I'm glad he came up. I don't know where everybody else went. Laura, everybody jumped off. Shit.
That was good.
Well, I thought Aaron were. I mean,
I believe him 1,000%. Like, you hear it in his voice. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, he said he'd bring his wife. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I agree with Perplex and a lot of things, but I just disagree with her with the whole lawsuit thing. I think it's slander and libel and all that stuff. The difference is like, my opinion is, will someone sue? That's hard to say. You need the money, really. You just need the money and the lawyer to want to take the case. That's the problem. You know, not a lot of people want to spend $50,000 on a lawsuit or get an attorney and spend 3 years for a lawsuit.
Yeah, because if you lose, you know, you're out that money. You know what I mean? And
you could lose. There's a good possibility. I mean, listen, Ryan's
look at the H and Johnny D case. You know what I mean? Like, there was a lot of evidence there on JD's side. You know what I mean? And a lot of people didn't realize that it was going to go JD's side. I thought it was and should, but that, you know, you never know if there was different jurors in that case. It could have went towards the other side. You know what I mean? So, and I think the number one thing that made that case that nobody talked about, and I want to bring on here, that phone call that they had when he was like, Amber, you hit me, and all she said was, Johnny, I barely hit you. I was doing da-da-da-da-da. If she was a victim like she said she was, she would have been like, Johnny, you've hit me so many times, and I hit you this one. You know what I mean? She didn't say any of that. That would have been the first thing that someone would say.
What, didn't she partially win in that case? Like, she got a little money for it?
She got 2 or 3 million. He won like 14, so it was like a 10 and change.
Well, and I'm sure this is probably causing a lot of issues. Aaron, no, you wasn't booted at all. I I actually wanted to know where you went. You jumped off. Laura jumped off. I don't know who else was up here, but they're gone as well. I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened. But
yeah, I don't know. None of us can do that. It's only B, and I doubt she did that. So I'd like you to
yeah, I don't try to kick people off here at all. Like I appreciate y'all coming up. I like to give everybody a chance to talk, to say what they want to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if anyone, I would be kicked. I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this whole shit has been a freaking circus for about.
It really has been. Yeah.
Have you guys lost a lot of sleep?
No.
No, not really, not too much. I mean, being on here arguing and shit, yeah, I've been stressed out. But
if I told you that Ryan would probably be the 10th craziest person I've talked to in real life. So, there's a lot crazier people I've talked to in real life.
Just like staying up late, watching all the streams, stuff like that.
No.
And, that's for me. Made me stay up later, and I work out of from my house, so I do have that luxury of being on my laptop, put it next to my bed, and just price jobs out from there. But
I mean, usually it's just like a lot of other streams just have misinformation. So I'd only just keep to certain streams and I just watch them and they just clear it up, basically. Yeah. I mean, like if you're trying to watch like, Tyler Feller or like Zach Girl and stuff, you're going to be up for 24 hours straight because they're constantly like got content. They're like looking at photos and they're constantly on.
Yeah.
Like, they sometimes do 8-hour streams. Like how can you ever watch that much? Like it's crazy.
I know Queen, you did I was on that 11-hour stream to the end, but I was only on there for about, I think, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours when Ronnie came on that night. That was my first time. This is my second time on. But like the first one I ever went on was, I don't want to say, I'm going to put it in the PC. I can't even say that out loud.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. I think that was the only time Queen Beans did 11-hour stream.
Yeah, that guy. And I got brought on right before the narcissist did, and
which one?
The first, right? So when he went at her, I got brought on, and then I said, thanks for your military service, NMA. I got maybe like 7-8 words out, and then he saw the narcissist in the back, dropped me off, and put him on, and then that's when all that shit went down that night.
Oh, which night are you talking about? I'm sorry, I'm not.
I put it in the private chat. I don't even want to give that guy any type of what's it called. He's
you mean American Clout Chaser?
Yep. There we go. I guess.
That's the name I give him. The American Clout Chaser. That's the name I got.
That guy is in it all. That's that. I mean, I'll say out loud right now. There's a guy and he's a sweet kid. His name's C-Fowls, and he makes a clown out of him. And C-Fowls doesn't realize that he's just making a clown out of him. He thinks it's like his, it's part of his show, and it's pretty sad because the kid's got drinking problems, stuff like that. He knows it. And he's a sweet kid, bro, and it's just he uses him for like the narrative of the show constantly, and so I don't go on there anymore. Yeah. Not to mention they were telling women to get on a treadmill if they want. It was something about like
that guy needs to go on a treadmill first. He's fat too. I mean, like,
I saw his live stream of. One thing I'm pissed off about. Sorry to interrupt you. Is I donated to his. He had a feed the homeless or something like that, and I donated to it. I don't think a goddamn dollar of that went to any of that.
Wow.
I think he pocketed it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't take credit for that name. I got it from trying to remember that channel with we were laughing with his beard. He was like, he had like the curly beard. He was like making videos like Shogun.
Oh yeah, Cinema.
Yeah, I got it from him. That name, Cinemas. I got it from him, and I just think that's the best name for that channel. He should change his name to this channel to American Clout Chaser.
Oh my gosh, it's went down the drain since Ryan. I mean, he had a good couple hundred for a while, and then now he's down. I checked last night. He had like 45 people on. And
really, wow.
Yeah. And it's because he's just he brings everybody. He brings his kid C-Fowl on, and he makes him look like a fool. And he'll be, C-Fowl, let's find C-Fowl love tonight. You know what I mean? And he'll prank call. He's prank calling dealerships and people that are trying to sell cars and ask them to trade 420 is what he calls it for the vehicle. Like that's his number one thing he does right now on his channel. It's just
that channel. The one that's supposed to investigate crimes and stuff.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. He got his break on that interview. That's what made him, is that interview with Sammy. And slowly died.
Yeah, that was such a if I was honestly, he should have just told, like, if he was actually watching out for that person, he should have just told her not to do the interview.
Yep.
To be honest with you, because she's too young. She doesn't understand like the ramifications that she was going.
Oh yeah, and not to mention, he asked Zanime to be his co-host 3 days before that all happened. She co-hosted twice. The third night is when Ryan came on. He just turned on her just because Ryan had all his minions in the chat. Don't you know what I mean? Just turned on her, and that to me is like I'm a very loyal person. And I didn't know that she was his co-host until she came. She was on. I think she went the Glare. She went on to explain everything.
Well, we'll call him douchebag. Instead of his name. Oh.
And yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. That's when I found out that she was his co-host and whatnot. And then he kicked to the curb right when Ryan came on, and I thought that was pretty douchey.
Yeah, I mean, I never saw anything like someone turning on their co-host like that. That's pretty crazy. Basically, he did the same thing. I think Ryan did the same thing with a girl that was on Zav Girl's waiting room, and it made her cry. And then he compared her to a photo of a little girl and tried to connect her to a crime or something like that. I think if you saw like another channel, I'm not going to mention it, you know.
It's crazy. That's why this whole slander thing, like people don't think they get sued for something. I mean, if some people are walking, like Ryan just said, 2 of his freaking managers or owner, whatever, like had a discussion with them. I mean, let's be real. Like he got random people walking up to him. If I had somebody, if that was me, and I had some random people walk up to me saying that shit, I end up getting into a fist fight. You know what I mean? And it's just like that's not healthy, and it's not a healthy lifestyle to live. Having to look over your shoulder every couple friggin' minutes to see if someone's gonna call to you. That, oh, you this person? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
out there though, he did it. He kind of he admitted he kind of did it to himself. You know what I mean? Hold on real quick. Nick Jack, did I support? Yeah, I went on there a couple times, 2, 3, 4 times for discussions with the panel, but it had nothing to do with the case. It was just like talking bullshit and stuff like that. You haven't seen me on there in over a week, I can guarantee you that, or longer.
Oh, the Glare? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, Tony.
Oh, okay.
I don't go on there anymore.
I never went on there.
I just feel like the kid C-Files is being used like a puppet, and he's got a serious drinking and he needs help, and that's coming from a place of love, not talking crap.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's absolutely nuts, actually. But yeah. But I don't know. I mean, like that. The one thing I was just disagreeing with Perplex is like she thinks it's an opinion, and I get her point of view a little bit. But the problem is like if it was just him by himself, and it was just him like, oh, my opinion is this, then that'd be fine. But when you incite people into doing things, it's kind of gets to like it crosses the line. It's like even if you had like 100 people watching you, it's still you can still incite them to do messed up things.
100%. And real quick again, Nina. I never spoke about Xana on that channel ever once in my entire life. I don't believe in talking to a woman like that, calling somebody a herpy, bump lip, or whatever the hell he was saying. But I was on the channel, but it wasn't for. Every once in a while, we would talk about the Kylie Rodney case, but it had nothing to do with her or anybody else. I always thought it was either foul play from someone at the party or an accident. Was my entire theory.
Yeah,
never anything else.
I can ask a lawyer, but I can't really. I can ask a lawyer probably tomorrow because my work. But so, I mean, if I want to, I will. I just couldn't do it today because I had to deal with some crazy stuff. But you know, I'd be doxing myself if I said like why I would know multiple lawyers every day. Like
exactly
for work. I couldn't say that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I disagree. I think it's not an opinion. I think he's really hurting these people. And I think, will the family probably sue? Probably not, because they don't want to, they sound like they don't want to deal with it. But if you push someone too far, who knows? Just who knows? And then like, even if he does lose the case, let's say they do lose the case, it still goes on the newspapers and he still loses in the long run.
Oh, 100%. And again, I'm sorry to interrupt you, dude. I donated towards a help the homeless fund. Like that's, you think I don't, you know what I mean? Like that's donating to something that I thought was real. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But, I also met some good people on that panel. Not gonna lie. You know what I mean? One girl that I'm actually talking to right now, to be quite frank. But that being said, I after Xaname went on, the Glare and said that she was a co-host there and yada, 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 You have not seen me on that channel once.
Yeah.
Or in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's what usually happens with channels that try to like dab in drama. They eventually they run out of drama, they run out of juice, and then they just have nothing else. And basically, they scared away their normal audience, and then the drama audience just leaves them, and then they're left with maybe some core members, and that's basically it. That's usually what happens. To be honest with you, it's good for the couple of views you might get, but the truth of the matter is, it's probably not good for the long term. But anyway.
No, I agree.
But anyway, I just wanted to just come up here for the whole libel thing because I have something to do at 6:30. Thanks for having me on, Queen Bee.
I think she might have. She cooking?
I don't know if she's cooking. Let me see. Yeah, but while we're waiting for Queen Bee to come back, I'll stay on for a moment. What is the history of Don B? I mean, like, I barely understood what he was because
I don't know who he is. I have zero. I have none. I have no clue. That's the first thing. Like, I didn't even know what Don B meant when I saw the thumbnail. I thought it was just like I didn't even know it was a YouTuber. Let's put it that way.
I saw him like making disgusting comments, and I was like, "This guy is fucking nasty." And I don't know. It's weird. It's very weird shit. But
yeah, to say the least. I mean, I'm gonna probably look into it later. Probably keep me up later tonight. I mean, that's why I was saying, like, if anybody lost a little bit of sleep over this kind of stuff, stay up a little bit too late. You know what I mean? I have. I know for a fact. I'm 37 years old.
Let's see Pecan's summary of the above. Let's see. Point out. Okay, can you copy and paste Pecan? Let me see. Tiffany. Yeah, maybe put up a summary later. Pecan usually is good for the summaries. But yeah.
Oh yeah, she might be rolling up a fresh one.
She might be rolling up a fresh one. Clip notes.
Right.
But what did you think of, while we're waiting for the clip notes, what did you think of the whole Ronnie situation? Zanima, like him asking like Zav Girl on our panel, like, oh, do you, like with the SF investigations, did you hear about Ronnie? Did you hear about
yeah, he didn't
Zanima?
know any he didn't know any of them. You know what I mean? I thought that was kind of weird. But also not weird because if they're not involved whatsoever, he wouldn't hear from them, right?
Yeah. I don't know, that was so weird.
That was a tinker to me that they have nothing to do with it. Obviously, I don't, and I never thought they really did have anything to freaking do with it. Once Ryan came out with the old spelling thing, with Iqbal's name, I'm like, oh, bro, you're reaching like a son bitch right now.
No, I think he's trolling for money. Confused. Hi, Queen Bean, you back?
If you're back, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear your Queen Bee.
Exactly, that's that girl. They wouldn't know of him because they're not part of the case. Yep.
Yeah, his answer was like, yeah, I saw a lot of people on that water canoeing.
And the funny part was Ryan said, oh, okay. Oh, you know this. Oh. It's like he's trying to make points and he's trying to kind of push things off on SF, taking the heat off him, you know what I mean, type thing. That's what I got from it, you know what I mean, because Brian made a video a couple of days ago saying, I don't give a fuck, sue me. I don't know. I've had to block some of my best friends. I just blocked somebody that I've been talking to for, because they're calling me up saying, Ryan, are you okay? Hey man, take that advice. If those people are calling you like that, like, you know what I mean, and they're being sincere about it, like, hey, step back. Maybe that's something that you might want to do, is just take a step back from it and just focus on your career. You know what I mean? Because obviously this is not your career. Very obvious. So just go back to friggin' singing and rapping or whatever.
Yeah, but he's doing live streams now. He did like 2 live streams so far about Kylie Ronnie. I didn't watch them. Honestly, I didn't want to lose brain cells.
I've noticed he doesn't have his monetization on. At least he doesn't have his donos on. So he might have AdSense on, but he doesn't have his donation button on. So I don't know how much money he does make from that. If he has his AdSense on, maybe. But you're allowed you get away with way more stuff when you have your monetization turned off. You can say way more stuff because YouTube doesn't look into it. You don't get into that YouTube algorithm, so they don't. You know what I mean? And I know that for a fact. Because we have one thing on our channel that is evergreen friendly. So, you know what I mean? Marijuana friendly, that we cannot turn the monetization on whatsoever because we get flagged for every video. So we turn the monetization off and whatnot, and they talk strains of the day and stuff like that, and sports, but like strains of the day, herbs and stuff like that. And if we don't turn the monetization off and the age restriction on, it gets flagged.
Yeah. So basically, Pecan wrote, Don B is a YouTuber creator that has gone in real life multiple times and stalks and harassed the mother of a missing child and was served with I saw the protective order that he was served. Yeah. Yeah, and I saw like he said something about a dildo or something like that. It's fucking wacky. Yeah, it's fucking wacky.
Wait, what happened about a dildo? Wait, what?
Yeah, we just pull it up. I gotta look at his community board or something like that.
Yeah, here's a fun fact for the chat, because I go to Texas a lot because that's where the company I work for is based out of, a bar in San Antonio. But somebody told me that, and I looked it up. 6 dildos allowed per household. That's a law in Texas. You can't have more than 6 dildos in your household, or it's a fucking misdemeanor. What the hell is going on in this world? I mean, on the real, like, what the hell?
Yeah, so, yeah. I don't know what to say to that. Let me see.
Yeah, but I just think it's funny.
Sorry, I'm reading the super chat for because she's missing right now. I don't know where she's at.
Oh, you got control. You can bring comments up.
No, I just see her super chat. Sorry, I had to drop down so fast. I had to phone call, but they can sue for reckless mental injury. There are many ways under defamation that aren't exactly the main definition of defamation.
Oh, thanks, Avery.
That's good. Yeah, I would say 6 is plenty. 6 is plenty. But yeah, I mean, like,
I just saw that. Yeah, 6 is plenty. I think the same thing. But to put a law on it, right? It's just, to me, I'm like, what? How do you even come up with that law? You know
well, there's wacky laws like right? You can't have a donkey in a bathtub sleep. You could burn a witch. You could legally burn a witch until 1945. There's wacky laws that are just still in play. You could just probably look them up. It just
did that dildo law come out like when maybe someone like searched the house and they saw like 27 dildos? Like, oh, that's 21 too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know. Probably someone that had too much time and too much paid. The taxpayers paid him for doing absolutely jack.
You could put a lot more. Yeah, exactly. You could put a lot more towards the taxpayers' money than making a law like that. Obviously. You know what I mean? You can open carry there, but you can't. Oh.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so what did you talk about with the whole situation with the donations?
Oh yeah, someone brought it up as well. They said it's the truth. He doesn't have his dono on because he knows better or something like that. You monetization wise, if you turn you put your age restriction on 18 plus, you won't get any AdSense revenue whatsoever, and that's just because YouTube's not making any real money off of it because and they're not putting you in the algorithm because a lot of people don't have their shit set at 18 plus. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's how he's getting away with all these videos? And
yes.
Yes. Could be. Okay.
Yes. I'm 99.9% sure. Unless YouTube's that grimy to the point where they want that, they're making good money off him. Off AdSense, he's getting 125K freaking on his live views and stuff like that. Like, what? You know what I mean? And if people go back and rewatch that, if there's any commercials on, if you go back and rewatch it, if commercials pop up, that means his AdSense is on. If commercials don't pop up, that means his AdSense is off.
Yeah.
Not necessarily though. You can set your stuff to a certain amount of commercials, a certain amount of minutes after it's done. So he might not be doing that, but if he's not doing that, that means he's not making AdSense as it is. Yeah. So it's lose.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm still waiting for Queen Bee. I'm not sure why she's not back. I don't know if she just dropped out and she's like completely gone right now or what.
She's back in on the top.
Yeah. She hasn't said anything.
Yeah. Growing up in Florida. Yeah, I'm in South Florida, Dade County. Tiffany. Buttercup, yes, we aren't mature enough. I have ads on my videos, but not live streams. Yeah, like the live streams, we put the ads up afterwards, not during. Actually, no, they are on during as well. So you could fix that if you wanted to. Person in the chat just said that. You can put your AdSense on during the live stream as well. So when people click on it, they'll have to see 1 or 2 commercials.
No, guys, I'm sorry. No. My niece and my nephew are over here. So
Okay.
They're 1 and 3.
Oh,
if
Lord.
that tells you anything. So if I'm mute and I'm gone, that's what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, okay. I was just worried about jumping off like some sort of situation because I had to jump off for a moment. Thanks for having me on.
No, yeah, you're fine. I'm gonna shut it down anyways because I'll have to pop back on here later or whatever. So I mean, like I said, I got my niece and nephew are over here and stuff, and they're little, and I gotta, you know what I mean.
Before you do,
so
Just Mike,
I won't have to.
I need this information from Just Mike. He said YouTube had new rules and guidelines starting August 21st. That's very important for me, Just Mike. I need to know exactly what you're talking about, because we got a what's it called? We had to age restrict our last UFC video. I don't know if we did 65K on Saturday, but today at 3:43 in the morning, we got hit with an age restriction, and they gave us a timestamp. Yes, someone was taking a bong rip or whatnot, but that would never happened before in the last 2.5 years. So that's what I'm trying to figure out the route to go going forward. But if you have to go,
YouTube's getting really strict. I didn't realize how strict they were getting.
Yes, very strict. They had new rules as of February, so he's saying August 21st. So that means they just did that less than a month ago.
Yep,
that's worrisome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know YouTube's getting crazy right now. I mean, people are. You better watch what you're doing because I mean, they're really cracking down, and it's like the littlest fucking things too.
That's the problem. You know what I mean? That's a problem. Aaron, I don't know. Or not Aaron. Heels, I don't think so. YouTube will add commercials even on demonetized right now. They will not. If you're demonetized, they're not making any money. You're not making any money, so they're not going to put commercials up. Okay, thanks, Mike. I'll look at the bulletin. If you got to go, let me know.
Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by. I'll pop back on as soon as these guys get going. I got some time and stuff like that to hang out again or whatever. I just wanted to pop on here earlier because of the whole stuff with the creator Don B and the protection order. I'm glad he got it, and I hope he stops. And as far as I know, he went right back on Nana Angel's channel and was over there talking and running his mouth. So I don't know what all was said, but I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Yeah, I guess so. Can you put that in the PC for me so I can so I can actually go look at that as well?
Well, yeah. I was gonna say her name. It's called Nana's Angels, is what her channel is. The lady's channel that he did it on is called Nana's Angels.
Okay, I found Nana and then Angels.
Yep,
I got it. Okay.
So yeah, it should be. I was gonna say, yeah, you'll have to. Yeah, I was gonna say you have to go over there and check it out. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, I'm gonna go over there and check it out too and see what all was said. I mean, I'm sure he's just going to run his fucking mouth and lie about it, but who cares? I just,
Yeah. No, I feel
we'll be back on later because I'm hoping to hear from Ronnie. I'm hoping when he gets off, he can shoot me an email or something. I know Ikmel emailed me too, so I need to get back to him. I tried to email him back, and then I got his, and I tried to send one back. I popped in his chat to let him know, and I was live too, so I was like, oh shit.
Great. Yeah, get to it. I'll see you later then.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys later, and thank you for coming up and hanging out.
Oh, no problem. Later, B. Later, guys.
We'll see you later, man. And bye, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out, too. We'll get on here later. We'll come back and chat later. I never set up a time because I never know when I'll be on here unless I can positively put a time on it. But, yeah, we'll try to pop back on later. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys later.